Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Sound Stream. We've got a whole stack of stuff to talk about this week. It is crazy busy, which is so nice because it was dead for like a month, and then September's just been like, "Let's go, we're gonna go
Oh,
crazy."
we're officially in what quarter? We're almost in quarter four, right? So I mean
Yes,
that's probably why.
oh yeah, it's gonna get crazier from here, and then it'll get super quiet in December. That's
Yeah,
inevitably what happens.
Because
And I
Christmas.
won't have any movie reviews to do in December because I'm only going to the movies once. Because I'm not gonna go see Avatar 3 because I don't care about Avatar.
Like that's coming out this year.
Yeah, and
I
there's no chatter or buzz, and I know better to say that there's not going to be buzz for the movie because like Avatar movies are weird like that. But like even compared to like Way of Water when its trailer dropped, I saw people talking about it. I have not seen anybody talk about Avatar Fire and Ash like at all.
Avatar is one of the Avatar movies seem like those movies that no one really talks about, but like still like a bunch of people show up because I feel like there's no like there is a fandom, but like they're very quiet or they're very
They're
much
very
offline
casual.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I think like I think also like there is a lot of people go see Avatar for the visual spectacle of it, not so much the story. So I'm kind of curious if Fire and Ash will even do well because Avatar and Way of Water had like
It's that
15
built up, yeah,
years
that built up
between
a
them,
hype.
which built up the hype, but also like there's a ton of technology advancement in the world of VFX in that time. Whereas like in the last 3 years between when they did Way of Water and now Fire and Ash, it's only been like 3 years, and the most technological advancement we've gotten in VFX is um, we know how to make monkeys look better.
Wait, has it been 3 years? Wait, no, wait, has that been 3 years since
Yeah,
the last
I
movie?
think Way of Water was 2022, if I'm correct. This is how much I keep track of the movie business for you guys to know. I didn't even
Maybe,
watch this movie, and I remember what year it came out. Yep, 2022. I was correct.
maybe
Uh,
I mean, I'm not sure I just got to the age where time is non-existent or or what, because it
it's okay.
just felt like
2025 feels like 15 years have gone by.
I know, right? But
So,
like, it feels like Way of Art just came out to me. It's like, wait, what
yep.
do you mean? It's been like 3 years since.
Also, it's funny because Muteki's bringing up Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's another thing I'm not into, and that one's different. It's not because of a quality thing. It's just I just cannot. It's like I've tried to watch it, but I just it doesn't click for me, and I don't know why. It like all things on paper, Avatar: Last Airbender should click with me. Something just doesn't click. Haven't figured it out yet. Maybe one day I'll figure it out.
You need a binge. That's a show you just need a binge because I feel like
Yeah.
Avatar is one of those. Like I
Last time
love
I
book
watched it,
one.
I got 3 episodes deep, forgot I was watching it, and moved on to another show.
I love book one, and I think it still is good. But book two and three are so much better. Like it's the book. Like they
Yeah.
get so good in book two and three scenario. It's not like oh book one's bad, not at all. But like I just think the show just goes up from there
Yeah.
scenario.
Like it starts here, like, middle tier, and then it moves up from there, which I think is great.
Hmm.
So like adding to that, yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Dr. Great said, are they still working on 4 and 5 for Avatar? Cameron Avatar. Will these still happen in the movie bombs? Probably not, because they filmed a bunch in advance because they have kid actors, and so they wanted to film all their parts for multiple movies.
Yeah, you gonna say is that
But they
good old
still have to
time
film all
limit.
the rest of it, and they still have to spend like hundreds of they still have to spend several $1 million to actually finish the movies because Avatar is insanely VFX reliant. Um, and so I think that if for some reason Fire and Ash bombs, if they actually lose money for Disney, that's going to be a problem for James Cameron. Um, but I have a feeling it's still going to do well. But the question is it going to do as well as the last one? And is Disney going to get nervous about diminishing returns? Because, like, for example, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, if you look at it on paper, you're like, oh, each one of those movies made more than $1 billion. But if you look at it, it had diminishing returns. Rise of Skywalker made less than half the money that Force Awakens made.
Yeah,
And so that means
it's
through the course of that trilogy, half the audience vanished. And
no,
that's
because
bad.
yeah, it's pretty much like a Marvel movie. It's kind of how similar with how Marvel is in where like
Yeah.
I think like Thunderbolts is not like a disastrous
Yeah,
bomb at
Thunderbolts in
all.
a Bubble is a very successful movie. Thunderbolts in the comparison of the MCU is a bomb.
Yeah, that's the scenario where it's like Thunderbolts did good compared to every other movie, like compared to other movie, but give it to MCU, it bombs sadly
Yeah.
scenario.
And that's the thing is that, like, we talk about, like, franchise stuff. Like, Jurassic World Rebirth, people are like, oh, wow, that's one of the most successful movies of the year. Oh, it made, like, 800, 900 million. I'm like, that's great. But the last Jurassic World made over $1 billion. So you have a diminishing audience.
And then, and there's also, like, a classical case where there's definitely, inflation and just times have changed scenario,
Oh,
'cause
totally. Like,
I
there's only
know
been $1 billion movie, and we're 9 months into the year.
for example, how many people goes like, "Oh, Gun Superman didn't do well because Man of Steel because look at the box office." Well, you think about it, it's been 10 years since Man of Steel, so of
Not
course
to
there's
mention all the superhero fatigue that's kicked in.
yeah, so there's gotta be a factor into it.
And I think that those factors always come in, because I think when you also add, you add Superman compared to Man of Steel. Man of Steel was coming off the Dark Knight trilogy. Superman was the first non-Batman movie in like 8 years to actually make money.
Yeah,
And that's more important.
Yeah, that's why Superman.
Because like comparing Man of Steel and comparing Superman is not a fair comparison, because everything outside of Batman is in one DC bubble, right? And so you got to look at DC, and you're like, okay, Aquaman made $1 billion, and then everything else underperformed, and the last 5 DC movies, including a Joker sequel, all lost Warner Brothers millions of dollars.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. That's always the thing. Like, even Aquaman sequel did bad.
And that was because the DC brand was so trashed by that point. Flash did immeasurable damage. So the fact that Superman made money for Warner Brothers after the Flash existed is impressive, because it's the first DC movie since the Batman to actually make money and not lose money.
Superman 2025 is definitely a case where, man, that is the most like successful rescue of a brand ever.
Yep.
Because I have never seen this much DC talk since since ever.
And it made more money than all 3 Marvel movies this year, so it did good.
I'm surprised, yeah, which is surprising, because even like Fantastic Four suit did good, but it's always that weirdness with Fantastic Four, because so many people would say like, I've been seeing some weird arguments where some people are like, Fantastic Four failed. No, it did well, but compared to Superman, like, it did good. People, I think it still did good. We're safe. I think the Fantastic Four is safe. I don't think we're gonna go another decade of the Fantastic Four being vaulted away like the 2010s.
Yeah, the fact it made more than Captain America and Thunderbolts put him in a safe spot.
Yeah.
But as we'll talk about later in the show, maybe moving their release date would have been better. All right, we will discuss that when we get to a certain news topic. Master Ben dropped a super chat saying, you've almost collected Marvel consistently for 10 years now with the rundowns. So what was the strongest Build-A-Figure wave for you? Personally speaking, it was the Blackheart wave.
Yeah, I was saying the Blackheart wave.
Absolutely every figure was one I wanted. I had 0 complaints. Now, that doesn't work in an objective sense, but just in a personal, subjective sense of like what I like out of Marvel. Not a single loser in that wave.
The Blackheart wave helps with having a theme. The problem with most bad waves is there's no theme, and it's either no theme or it's a mix of MCU and comic, and if you only like one scenario like that, there's always
also like from an objective level, like the Age of Apocalypse Colossus wave is good because it's all Age of Apocalypse figures. But I just don't like it as much as the Blackheart one. Emilio Lobato said, "What are thoughts about the Batman? The Batman as a movie. It's funny. I wasn't rewatching the Batman the other day, but I got the Batmobile and I was watching clips.
Is it one of those movies that you always think of?
Yes, I always think about it. I know. I like legitimately. And I say this as I'm a bigger Superman fan than a Batman fan, and I say this as someone that really liked Superman 2025 to the point where he watched a TV show he wasn't sure about. I think the Batman for me is still the better movie. I just really love that movie.
I can't argue with that, because I love Gun Superman, but like I think Batman, there's such a strong DNA in that film. Speaking of Batman,
and Master Ben said, "Want that Batman in the gun world?" That's the thing about the thing is, I was watching clips, I realized there is so many damn parallels. If Gunn did not have an intention of his Superman and Reeves' Batman being in the same universe, why did Gunn write his Superman movie as a complete parallel to the Batman? Like, there's a line in the Batman where Catwoman looks at Batman and says, "You always see the worst in people." And then in Superman, you have Lois Lane looking at Superman going, "You always see the best in people."
The best of people.
Why are these not the same universe? That's like a perfect damn parallel.
Yeah.
They have like
Sega
they have
Bat.
like similar plot revelations too. It's insane. It's insane how
Yeah. Oh
much. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Sega Batman. Just to talk comics for a bit. Have
yes,
you read the new Matt Fraction
I
Batman
did. It was
issue?
very good.
Yeah. I picked it up also just to see.
Oh,
I'm just
Matt
gonna.
Fraction's still at it.
Yep,
Yes.
matter of fact, yep.
Huh.
Yeah, I picked it up. I think I'm like you. I'm glad to read on DC Infinite, but like I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
I think Matt
I'm doing the
Fraction.
same. I bought the first issue, but I'm going to read it on Infinite because it's going to sell itself. It doesn't need me.
Yeah, but like I think Matt Frack. As much as I really like the beginning of Starsky Run, I feel like Matt Fraction got. I think for
Yes.
me is got the what I like about Bruce is his humanity already. Like this is already
Mhm.
starting out very down to earth,
And
and I really enjoy it.
the story had a beginning, middle, and end, and then a cliffhanger to the next issue, as opposed to part one of the 31 parts Fall of Gotham saga, because we've been doing that every single Batman run since Tom
Yeah,
King. It's been
yeah.
like some grand like this is the best Batman #1 I'd say since Scott Snyder's first issue in New 52.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think this thing Matt Fraction got. I think he's the perfect writer for Batman because I haven't read a lot of Matt Fraction work besides Hawkeye, but like from
Mhm.
my his Hawkeye run, I think it's a good example because Batman is a
His
pretty much like
Fantastic
human.
Four run was great.
I didn't read that,
Yeah.
but like I love his Iron Man run also.
Mhm.
But like Matt Fraction, I think one of Matt Fraction's best highlights is he really writes a very human, down to earth characters, and I
Yes.
think Batman such Bruce is a character that I think should be written more down to earth. Like how much I love the fantastical stuff Bruce goes on to. At the end of the day, Bruce is human, like
Mhm.
very the most human of all because he is just a dude with dude. So I really like how Matt wrote Bruce
Yeah.
in this issue a lot.
I'm very
Um
excited to read more of it. It is really, really good. Like,
I also really like how they did with what they did with Alfred because I haven't kept up with the current Batman stuff, but like
yeah.
I think what they did with Alfred is a clever way. We're honoring what's happened in the comics, but bringing the character back in a clever but non like defeating the point kind of way, which I
Mhm.
like. Don't want to say too much for people who do want to check it out, but yeah, I'll say
Utegi's asking questions. Look, here's the thing: Batman continuity has been weird lately. There's been a lot of crazy stuff. Like a lot of people were asking, like, "Oh, did Bruce get his hand back?" Stuff
yeah.
happened during the Zdarsky run. I won't say the Zdarsky run was bad, but I won't say it was the best. It
I
had
think the Zdarsky run from IC has some great, big, cool ideas, but
yeah.
it did ran into a lot of DC meddling. I feel like.
It fell into the storylines are too long, the event tie-ins were too forced, and it wrapped up too quick. You know, like there was a lot of that, and I think that's something that I'm really glad, you know, because Dr. Good mentioned it and started to do the same part for Zero Year Run as well as Absolute Batman. Exactly. It's like I think, you know, and I've been reading 80s Batman lately, which I personally speaking, post-crisis Batman is like my Batman. I was not alive during that era, but like that is like pinnacle peak like best Batman storytelling is like post-crisis Batman. It's so good. And so I've been reading with the DC Finest and I've been going through it like sequentially, and it's like it really does work when Batman is dealing with like a single issue storyline or like a 2 or 3 part thing. When they do these grand sweeping epics, it doesn't feel like Batman as much anymore
Yeah.
because that feels more like, you know, Superman could have more sweeping epics because he's a grander scale character. Like a lot of street level characters work really well with like a case of the week type format. Yeah, Dr. Good also mentioned, Matt Fraction said each issue is going to run up going to be episodic, which just sounds like, you know, sign me up. Like this is going to be great.
hmm
Because that's what we've needed for so long with Batman.
No,
It's
that
the format that works best.
and also I think I'm assuming I think the big reason why the year like post crisis Batman works so well because it very much what I've seen of it very much that's a lot of the DNA that went into Batman Beats has
Yep.
also that
All Batman adaptations, Keaton onward, is all inspired by the post-crisis Batman stuff. And you know, a lot of people
mhm.
point to like Batman Year One or Killing Joke and stuff, but the stuff around it is really really solid. Like there was a storyline with KG Beast that was like it was like a 4-part story, but but the previous issues were all single issues, and so like when a 4-part story came up, it was like kind of a big deal. It's like, oh wow, this is a 4-part story. But it like dealt with all these like layers of things, and like Bruce was kind of questioning if he should even stop KG Beast because he's like, well, he is getting rid of this dictator and he's getting rid of that bad person. And it was funny though, because in retrospect, I had a different answer for this. But like Bruce was like, "Well, now KG Beast wants to assassinate President Ronald Reagan," and I just kind of sat there going, Huh. Anyway. But yeah, it's Fraction Batman, great stuff. But we should get on with our show because I could talk about comics all day, every day for hours at a time, which I already kind of do on the channel normally. So
Hi, Cow. Hi, Cows.
hi, cows. We haven't even introduced you yet. We just kind of went off and running
Yeah,
about our.
I was thinking, I'm like, I'm just sitting here. All right.
Well, what would you like to talk to our audience about? You get a spotlight now, if you want a spotlight.
I'm trying to think of what even happened. I think you're already going to talk about the Street Fighter cast later, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, we are.
Talk about
That
is
meme.
the nice way of what I'm actually going to
Yeah.
do.
I'll give a preview though.
Yes.
That I call it that meme cast. That tells you how I feel about it.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't go. I won't go too much into it. But there's. Oh, I tortured myself last week. My
Oh
partner.
yeah.
Me and my partner
Check it.
watched. Me and my partner watched the goddamn live action Lilo and Stitch. And, oh my god, I've never been angry. I've never been so angry watching a movie before. I had never been like I was like, oh my god, how can you do this so wrong? Watching
Yeah, that movie was woof.
It's so it is so astounding how that movie just completely missed every point of the original.
Also, really uncomfortable with some stuff, like the especially the history of Hawaii and like there's a line where I'm like, how the hell did this guy away? Is like Homer Bubbles, which I really, really hate how they did with him. He said, I only serve the U.S. people. I'm like, you can't say that to Hawaii people.
Because Hawaii, unless I checked, the Hawaii is a state of the U.S.
It's a state, yeah, they are American.
But then there's also like native Hawaiians as well. Which Cobra Bubbles was a problem. And you know what's the fun? So not to go on a tangent, because I already like ranted about this movie back when it came out. I had a big problem with what they did with Cobra Bubbles, but it's still like what they did to Nani was so much worse.
No, Nani is so bad. Like God, just like, ugh.
Nani's just God. Like that's a whole new character, and I think she's an awful person. Live action Nani is legitimately an awful person.
Yeah, we don't want to go too much into it, but God, like everything, like because even
everyone keeps talking about the college thing. Like the fact that I looked up that native Hawaiians get free college in Hawaii, and Hawaii has one of the best marine biology programs. There was no reason for her to leave.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. Me and my partner were talking about. It's like it's so kind of uncomfortable how Nani, the character, very much a native Hawaiian, wants to go to the U.S. of A. to get her degree of marine biology in the U.S. of A. Like,
even though she's like in the U.S. of A. like they get making a deal that she's got to go away. I'm like, why does she have to go away? It's like there's literal like marine biology programs right there. Also, original Nani didn't have any of this baggage.
Yeah, I know. Like that's the thing. Like I know. Like I hate the it's like it's realistic to worry about the bills and medical bills and all that stuff. Like yeah,
she worried about it in the original too. But she wasn't also like, oh, Lilo's the reason I can't go to college. Like, why add all that? That's the thing. Every part of that movie overcomplicates the very simple, beautiful nature of the original movie.
I think what's worse because when I was watching it, so like a lot of stuff could. Like I understand some of this discussion for a guardian to a kid, but the problem is Lilo's 6 and not like 10. Yeah. She's 6. Like it's just like if Lilo was like 10 or a little bit older, then yeah, there's definitely some conversations to have there. But like I don't know, when your little sister's 6, I feel like you need to be a lot more protective of them and such.
Yeah, legitimately, the moment the movie lost me for the entire, I was like, this is never coming back from this. Is when Nani tells her 6-year-old child who lost their parents in an accident to grow up and live in the real world.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, you don't say that. Okay,
I was like, this movie's irredeemable from this point on.
I know, it was so bad, and like, yeah, I know Lilo's actress is pretty good, but like, I did notice that Lilo's like, since having to rewatch the film, that they really got rid of a lot of Lilo's like unique charm.
Yes. They didn't even explain her weird doll with the spiders being in her head. They just kind of dropped the line without any meaning, which is kind of the whole problem with the movie.
Yeah, and essentially, if you kind of view Leo as on the autism spectrum, especially like when I was watching the live action, I'm like, oh, I don't like this because it just feels like they kind of make her a little too normal. Like, there's some like her weirdness in the live action feel less like she is less. Oh, she's a little bit quirky. She has little ticks, and more she's a troublemaker.
Yep.
Because she joins Stitch in the troublemaking, which like that's not how their dynamic works. Like that's not at all.
Yeah, they also
It's
pulled a lot of
yeah.
Stitch's agency out of him.
I hate they got
They
rid of
didn't even get
the
rid of
ugly
they
duckling.
got rid of the Ugly Duckling book.
I hate that so
His whole
much.
character arc.
Also, I'm convinced. I know Chris Sander came back. I'm convinced they reused some audio clips from the original film because
They probably
it's
did.
too.
They did that
It's
with
too much.
everyone. Always like, well, they brought James Earl Jones back for Mufasa in the Lion King remake. I'm like, no, they didn't. They just reused the audio and nobody noticed.
Yeah. Because I was listening. Again, since the movie was fresh in my head, like this sounds like the same
Yep.
recording. It can't be just him.
Master Ben asked how they did Pleakley and Jumbo. My take was I thought Pleakley was amazing and Jumbo was awful.
Oh yeah. Pleakley. The problem with Pleakley, he's barely in the film.
Yeah,
it's the problem. But he was
Billy
the
Magnuson
most
was great. I thought he like actually put the effort in.
Like, my God, Jumbo.
Yeah.
like the worst part of it is like I was like thinking like, oh, Gantu's too expensive. They said Gantu's too expensive, but you save money already by having Jumbo and Pleakley become human disguises. Why can't you treat them like Gantu either?
Right.
I don't get it.
It was
like
dumb. But that was because they had to fill the Disney checklist of surprise twist villain.
Is he even surprised? He's already attacked.
No idea. That's what they were playing it as because it's got that same reveal structure that every Disney movie has lately.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should move on because I could rant about movies.
Yeah.
Muteki had a question about Spider-Man. That's all I want to ask. What is he doing? Because we were trying to talk about a My Stream on Friday, and we're like mad confused.
Spider-Man now, and Peter Parker's in space hanging out with Rocket Raccoon, which means I'm now legally obligated to read it.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're like, because Muteki would say he's in space, and I'm like, how? He was like, I don't know. Ask Soundout. We're like, all right.
I have no idea. I just saw a panel with Rocket Raccoon, and I was like, I already had to read Phoenix because of Rocket. Now I got to read Spider-Man.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't keep up with Modern Spider-Man.
It was like, this is why I don't keep up with Modern Spider-Man. Was my thought.
Because I'm reading the new G Widow Black Cat series. So first issue was really damn good.
Yeah.
But there was a whole big deal about how Peter was acting weird. I'm like, that's weird. I don't read the main book, but that's interesting. Dan learns Norman's like, okay, that makes sense. I guess. I'm reading that book for Black Cat.
Hey Marvel, Star-Lord and Rocket are not the only two Guardians that exist. Like lately, like Imperial is only using Star-Lord. Rocket keeps showing up in other people's books like Phoenix and now Spider-Man. And I'm like, so what are the rest of the Guardians doing? There's like 30 other people that are just like, why is it always these two and nobody else? Like, come on.
Which is weird because like the guard at least
also
used the movie.
Nova is in Imperial and Phoenix as well. Like there's more other people.
Which is weird because at least if you use the movie cast, like I understand that if you just only use the movie team, that's fine. But it's weird that it's only just Rocket and Peter.
Like we haven't seen Nebula or Gamora in like 2 years.
Is Groot?
We haven't seen Groot in a while. Groot. The last time we saw Groot was in a Marvel Zombies comic for kids, where like Groot infected everybody with like plant COVID. It was weird.
Did Groot get better, or is he still the whole weird Groot fall thing?
I mean, he got better after Groot fall. He was fine at the end of that. So
okay, yeah, I never read the rest of that run, so I wasn't sure.
It's okay, you didn't miss anything. Let's get to the PSA segments now. So last week on the channel, we had a Big Bad Toy Store unboxing and the event omnibus video that pissed off like at least 3 people.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I did not realize I struck a nerve, but I got one of those comments where I was like, this is a psycho comment. I don't want to respond to this.
I saw it.
Also, heads up on the Big Bad Toy Store unboxings. They're not performing super great. I like doing them. They're easy to make. But
they're filler videos. There are filler videos.
They are filler videos, but I have noticed that each one of them does worse than the last. So
try short, maybe try short. Try doing short for us. I know there's people like to do like my toy haul shorts. See how that works.
Yeah, because I might try it, because like this one at least performed better than the last one. It's just I have also trouble coming up with titles for them to make them distinctive. So
my only recommendation, and I know that telling is spoilers for the video, but maybe put the stuff you got in the thumbnail. Maybe
yeah,
that's the,
I don't know how to do that without just making it like. I mean, I know how to do it with Comic Haul because they're easy to stack. The problem with toys is they're so freaking awkward.
Yeah, but like because I think that is probably the problem. Is probably just.
I think part of the problem too is that like these unboxings, what do I even put as like the highlight? Considering like most of it is like the obscure stuff that I don't, I don't review. You know, it's not like I have like usually like sometimes I have Hasbro stuff in it, but there's not like a bunch of Hasbro stuff. The Bandai stuff's kind of limited. I'll think about it. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna work on that. I might end up scrapping them for the year and then just like restarting them next year with like a new format, because I think they're fun and I know people enjoy them, but it's also like it's clearly they're not working as well as the other videos around them. So
yeah, I think shorts might be better.
I have noticed in general, like, you know, outside of some, like, if the toy video is like something like special and unique, like it'll do well. But if it's kind of like a run-of-the-mill toy video, it doesn't do super well. So, and it's just like, you know, the channel historically has been a toy channel, but I think we're the way the thing is just starting to shift to the point where we got main videos are probably going to be more comics, Blu-rays, shorts going to be more toys, because that just seems to be how they perform. So, that being said, I have another toy retrospective coming up. Like, Sentai Showcase might be coming back next week. That's what I'm going to say. I got all my Boom Boonger things. I can boom boom. It's been 9 months since I did a Sentai Showcase, because I don't know how that slipped.
What was the last thing you got? What was the last thing you're missing?
The Memorial Boom Boom Changer.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, because it had the trailer car. I needed the trailer car to do what I wanted to do. So, that's a good point. How far I said blurred images of what you got in the thumbnail. That's a good point.
Oh boy, more those emails, man.
Yes. Emilio says, "What is Sentai Showcase?" That's a fair question, because again, I haven't posted in it for a while. I was gonna do this series. It was supposed to be monthly, of like Sentai Showcase, basically being like covering Sentai toys, because I have a ton of those. And like the first one I did was the best Super Sentai gimmick. Second one I did was a fancy Super Sentai mecha. The third one was worst mecha line ever, which is Kira Major. The next one was the biggest Sentai mecha combo, which was God King Odra and like everything that came with it. And then so the next one's going to be Boom Boonger, because I actually have like an interesting topic idea with the way Boom Boonger's line is. But I was kind of waiting to put it together, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do another Sentai Showcase in the meantime. But then I was doing like insane viewing guides all summer, like the Superman and the Fantastic Four. So I haven't really gotten to, get that going. So yeah, it's this series I wanted to keep more regular, but they are harder to produce than the average video. And it is, and this is just how it goes sometimes. It's like the viewership is steady on Sentai Showcase, but like a Blu-ray haul can do like just as good. So
at least you made more than one video versus every time you try to do a PR Sentai retrospective series.
I actually made it to 4 episodes and then took several months off. And
it's not 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's not 1 or 2. I'm definitely going to bring it back. I think Boom Boonger is going to be a good one. I have some other ones. I have like an organizational problem going on in my space that I need to get that fixed. And if I can fix the organizational problem, then I can access all the toys easier, and then I can make the videos easier. Because like right now, it's like I've kept all the Boom Boonger stuff in a box, so it's not gone on a shelf, right? But anything on a shelf, I have to, at the moment, move boxes to reach shelf, to then take shelf apart, to then put stuff on display for video. And that's like a little too much. So what I'm going to try to do is reorganize everything so I can just get everything consistent and easy, so I can just pull it out. If it's in a box, I can just pull it out easy. If it's on a shelf, I can get it off easy. The problem is it's been freaking hot for 3 damn months, to the point where I can't work on anything for more than 40 minutes.
Do you label your bins? Is it like this is the this is like this? Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah. The problem I have is that because I haven't rebinned stuff and I haven't reorganized stuff over the last several months, I have all these small boxes where it's like, here's a box of Transformers that I got that needs to be filmed for a rundown. And here's a box of Marvel Legends that needs to be filmed for a rundown. And they're just like, so it's like all these tiny boxes, all out of control. But yeah, I just can't work on it because it's like 40 minutes. I got heat exhaustion, and then I'm just out for the day. So It's been rough, but once it cools off, then I'm gonna start like reorganizing things.
Visit where you are.
Yeah, because living in a desert, like you have to, like heat exhaustion is a real thing that can hit you without realizing. It hit me on Saturday, and I didn't realize my room got to 83, and I was like, why am I all irritable and like ready to bite people's heads off? And I was like, oh, it's hot.
No one knows.
That's happened to me a lot.
No one knows your favorite Demon Slayer character.
Yeah, no.
I'm asking because it's actually nice. It was old 70s all day.
Oh, that's really good. It was actually it rained yesterday for like hours, and so it cooled off the temperature finally, which is nice. But yeah, that's why Inosuke is my favorite character because I find him relatable.
Kenneth Lloyd. Kenneth Lloyd, I subscribe more for the movie and comic stuff, but your videos go over a character, toy history, and the toy review short has also been great.
Oh, thank you for that, Kenneth. Because that's the thing is I think when it comes to the toy stuff, I definitely think when I do the history videos, first of all, I'm happier making those, and second of all, I think they do perform better because I feel like a lot of people do toy reviews, so I don't really want to do that because like almost anything I do, like I mean. There's some exceptions, but like, I just got hashtagged from Transformers Earthspark this weekend. Lucked out. Found her at a Target. There's people that have reviewed her. How long ago? How long did ago this figure first come out?
Months.
Months, right? I've been trying to get her for months. So, like, what do I bring to the conversation here? Yeah, there's my own take, but like, is there anything like exciting and interesting, unique about it? But if I did like and here's why the Transformers Earthspark toy line should have been better, that's a more interesting video, I think. It's one I would be more interested in looking at, instead of just like, here's a review, but like, here's like the history of it, here's like an overview. So that's kind of the thing I've been looking at doing more of. It does make the toy videos take longer to produce, but I think it makes better videos, so...
Yeah, no, because, speaking of YouTube Shorts, I guess...
By the way, the Kara short didn't flop. Thank you, everybody.
God,
last week I was like, don't let my Kara short flop. It didn't.
I made sure that.
I remember, God, I need to rewatch those, and I want to get that figure because, God, I remember like, oh my, yeah, I remember loving Kara so much because it's that right edgelordness I like. Like I love. It's like cool black armor dude with samurai sword. Yes, please.
Exactly. But I'm so happy because I thought that short would go out and die, but it didn't. So thank you, everybody.
I think because I'm not sure. I can't think of anybody else to review it. Honestly.
Exactly. I couldn't risk a full length video on it. I could not risk a full length video on it, but I could do a short. And I think I covered everything. I had nothing else to add. That's the only
very impressed with that figure, by the way.
Oh, because
I wasn't expected to be able to pose like that.
Same. I thought he was going to be super limited because of the armor design, and then I was just like, wait, how am I able to get him to crouch this well?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
he doesn't fall over either.
yeah. I have him balanced on my table right now, like I have him there where he's up on one. Like he's got one toe crouched.
When did Karas came out? I just want to make sure. When did Karas came out? The anime.
The anime 2005.
So that was the same year as Garo. Okay.
Yeah, it was just something in the water that year.
A good water. I wish we had the water back.
Yeah.
I wish we had the water back.
But yeah, so the thing with Karas, I was also going to add is that that's a perfect example of how I want to do toy reviews. If I can say it in 3 minutes, why not in 3 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that for me that works better. Because for example, when I did Star Convoy, I couldn't cover Star Convoy in 3 minutes. I had way more to do, so I put an interesting spin on it, made it work. Whereas, if it's something, for the most part, I can review it in 3 minutes for, most action figures, I think. So.
Yeah, because speaking of, we're talking about, the YouTube Shorts, and it takes us, YouTube channel I just discovered today, that got my, I was just, there is M. Cypher, who was, the main I think as soon as the main admin of the TF Wiki started doing these cool YouTube Shorts and long form videos of new pictures he had to take for the TF Wiki.
Oh, cool.
And he's been talking about not just the toys, but the toy history, toy history of the time. I'm like, yes, this is the Transformers stuff I've been looking for. It's because he's such an old, he's been a fan since G1. He has such that big knowledge. It's like yes. It's like that, the old man telling you sit in the campfire.
Like
I'm like,
yes. I'm talking about Ghost Rider.
Yes, like yes, sir. Please go on. I want to listen to more. There you go.
No, that's a really cool format because I think TJ Omega said this in a video recently where he said like, you know, there's not been a Transformer bad enough in the last several years to be worthy of Plastic Addict, and I think like in terms of Transformers in particular, like pretty much every figure is good. Like there's going to be some like difference in opinion of how certain things are done, but like pretty much every figure is good. There's nothing really terrible, and so I think for a lot of people, you know, you'll need to you sometimes check a review for like how to transform something. But like, how many of us are making our Transformers buying decisions based off the reviews and not just like, I want that character?
Yeah, it's something I'll check reviews just to see how the figure looks. It looks early, but like that's it. But like, yeah, like watching M Cypher, you know, again, it helps that head of TF Wiki. One of the heads of TF Wiki, and plus he was like I think in charge of the Fun Pub stuff, so like he has a huge history with the franchise. So like listening, I was just listening to his videos. He just started really uploading these 6 months ago, since the beginning of this year. And I'm like listening, he's like, oh, it's so fascinating hearing all the toy history. 'Cause I love toy history stuff. So he actually goes into one of my favorite videos he did. Like one of his longer form videos he did was about the TF Universe line. Talking about like all the exclusives and the oddball repaints and some of the lore behind the toy. I'm like, oh yes, that's what I've been looking for these kind of videos for so long. It's like I love Transformers. Like slightly like Chris McFeely, he does great videos also. But like, I'm already into Transformers lore already. So like I want, but like toy lore about like here's the history of how this toy got made or why it got canceled, or just the history of how this line was released. Like yes, I love learning new stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's my type of videos.
No, I totally agree. Like, Blade Raiders mentioned, sounds like Chris McFeely if it was focused on the toys instead of the lore. I think it's a great idea. I want to see more of that.
Blade Raider is not a TF Wiki channel. Just M Cypher is one of the head admins of TF Wiki. It's on his own personal channel and such like that.
Commentary says Karis Ota from a Tokusatsu. No, but a lot of Tatsunoko anime their superhero anime are very Tokusatsu coded.
I mean,
very much so.
I mean, Gotcha Man.
I'm Volcon.
Gotcha Man.
I was gonna add my Lego Going Merry short did 600 more views in 6 days than my Lego X Mansion full length video did in 9 months, and that's why I did that as a short.
Which is really impressive because so many people, a lot of Lego people reviewed that already, so it's impressive it got that many views already.
Exactly. There is also something in the water with One Piece fans in the shorts. The shorts for One Piece do very well.
I think it also helps.
It also helps as not a Lego person. I think doing a short is a better format for me.
It also helps that. Well, I think what helps is you actually know the show because there's so many people. There's only Lego YouTube. No slight offense to them, but like they're just reviewing it's a Lego set and not much of a One Piece fan.
That's why I made the X Mansion video because they were like, I don't know what this means. I'm like, I do. I know that's Gambit's first appearance scrawled on the wall of the Danger Room. Like, Emilio Lobato says, "What is your favorite Lego set?" It's an old one. Actually, I'll pull up a picture of it because it's.
Oh, you got that fancy Monster Fighter set recently.
I did get the Lego Creator Haunted Mansion set, which is basically Monster Fighter. But
did you ever got those old Monster Fighter? Old actually is old because it's decade.
I never did.
I'm surprised. That'll be up your alley. That Monster Fighter line.
It was, but I was like 10.
No, that came out 20. No, that came out. No, that came out 2010. That 2010? Line, that theme was 2010.
Okay, so I was 15. Well, see, at 2010, let's see, I was importing Tokusatsu toys. Also, basically, there's a lot of Lego stuff I didn't get because when Bionicle was on, I was doing Bionicle, like, full time. So, like, if I was getting any Lego sets in that period of time, it was Bionicle. Let me show you guys like my favorite Lego set, and it's like all personal bias stuff, but I won't even say it's like the best, but it's so much better than everything we get nowadays that I think it's fair to say it. It's the Lego Javelin from DC Superheroes Year 1.
Oh, that was I think 2016. That set.
Well, it was back when they were good. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, back when that was the peak of Lego DC. I miss this era Lego.
Like DC, you get the Javelin looking very much like the comic version, not the. Is it because
Hawkman's in the set?
No, it's because you get Hawkman, Green Arrow, Cyborg, Superman, and Darkseid on a vehicle, and it was
but no Batman sight.
Yeah, and like on top of that, like. I mean, that was just damn cool because, like, it feels like a complete package. That feels like a complete package. And I think that's great.
Oh, yeah. this 20 Lego Batman 3 era is pretty much like the peak of Lego DC.
Yeah,
is this era.
I'll tell you guys my favorite Lego Marvel set because it takes a second. It takes a second place, because again, it's just so damn cool. Let me get the box art because the box art's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of imagine the DCU really killed the Lego DC team badly.
This bridge, the Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle, is so freaking awesome. Not only because a lot of important things happen on bridges in Spider-Man stories. I mean, whole Gwen Stacy death.
I mean, like it's the minifigure selection alone.
Scorpion, Kraven, Green Goblin, Aunt May, Spider-Girl, Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man. What I love about it is it's all. It's funny because Spider-Girl's the Ultimate Universe one, but like everything else is in the main universe.
Yeah, but we had 2 Ben Rileys technically here.
Yes.
Technicality.
But that set is so much fun. It's got breakaway parts. It's got action features. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints. That was good stuff. And let me show you guys my favorite Bionicle set. Just because we're doing this. Oh, wait. Now I just thought of like 5 of them.
Yeah, but there's too many good ones. I'll always have a soft spot for my good old Metro Nui Toa. I have such nostalgia for those ones.
Yes. Boy, now I gotta remember.
Which year?
It was the Paraka years.
Oh, was it Nika? Nika Air? Was it one of the Titans or was it
No, it was actually a combo set. Like I gotta find it. Here, I found it. It was a box set of 3 of the Paraka with like exclusive parts for the combo set.
That abomination!
Look at this abomination. I love this set because as a kid, this was how I got like 3 of the Paraka. But also, I love this set for being such a cool ass design that is totally like an abomination, but like the way they made it practical, because like essentially like first of all the Paraka spine's like flying loose, which is awesome. Second of all, he has the launcher that can only shoot one of the orbs at a time, but then in one of his hands is a claw that has like 6 of the orbs can fit in it, and then just to add on top of like the artillery, because those things are like bombs, they're like grenade launch. It's like basically a grenade launcher guy. He's carrying grenades in one hand, he's shooting them with another, and then he's got the rest of them loaded in his chest. Because all the Paraka sets came with a bunch of those orbs. They came with like 5 each. So they were like, where do we put them all? And they just like put cavities in the design so you can just load him up like he's an insane man carrying grenades around.
I always wondered, like, as a kid, I always wondered what does the Bionicles look like in like the when they're not like Lego people. Like I guess like the Miramax movies. So I see like the 2 Baraka skull heads on the Zamasphere launcher. I'm like, what does that look like in universe? Because that looks horrifying.
The best part about this is that he's not a real character in the books. He's part of a nightmare vision that the Toa go and fight.
Which makes the design? Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. He's a nightmare beast. He's like Freddy, he's like the Freddy Krueger of as President is Freddy's version of the Paraka's race. Exactly. He's Freddy Krueger Paraka. That's basically his job.
My favorite set of the Nika stuff is probably Axon, just because he has those big, meaty hands. Like, let's take them at torn knees and make them giant, meaty fingers.
Exactly.
Like that. And also, I always remember the commercial of him and Protux like, once they were friends, now they are enemies. And such. But
Bionicle commercials were too damn cool, and they influenced my taste in music.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It's like, why was I listening to all this this emo
punk rock
for like? I was listening to so much emo rock as a kid. Oh, Bionicle.
But have you seen the Lego Monster Fighter theme? Because it feels so much up your alley.
I have. I remember seeing them when they came out back then, and then I was just like, oh, I should get that one. Oh, I don't know, because I was like, God, what was I doing? I was doing a lot. 2012, right?
It's a whole, 2010, 2011, 20.
That was my senior year of high school.
But you said like, I mean, it just feels like the sound. It's like a theme of these like Van Helsing like people fight against all these monsters and stuff like that.
It was one of those things. It was one of those things where I was like, man, I really wish I had gotten those back then, because I just kind of missed on it. And then that's why Lego. Let me pull up.
That new Haunted Mansion set. It's pretty much it's the closest homage we're ever getting to the old Monster Fighter theme, practically.
Okay, the image is tiny for the stream. You guys can look this up. I got it this weekend because I saw it at Target, and I was like, well, there's this credit card in my wallet for a reason. Yeah, because it's got a Frankenstein's monster, it's got a ghost, it's got the skeleton, it's got the Wolfman, it's got a vampire woman. Like, that's just my jam. Like, I'm very.
I mean, it's also kind of unofficial monster set also now.
I was gonna say, you know what it reminds me of even more so? Hillhurst.
Yeah.
From Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
Because like the Munsters house was a little bit more nicer kept. This one's got like boards on the windows and stuff.
Just pretend the skeleton's a mummy.
Yep. All right, we need to move on to the main show. We need to check in on our crowdfunding campaigns, because the Snake Layer, boy, get my brain to go on. The Snake Layer, let's see, did it end? I think the Snake Layer ended. Extended to September 2nd. Yes, yeah, it ended. All right, yeah, it says this campaign has ended. If my Discord, my OBS window was not in the way, I would have seen that. So 6,576 backers. It didn't get its extra little bonus Priest Pythonus Origins figure. That didn't happen, but it was successful. Now let's check in on our. Yes.
Did it make any tier? Did it make any tiers?
No, it didn't make. It had one tier, and it was at 8,000, so it didn't make it. No OBS froze.
Yeah, nope.
By the way.
Oh boy. Did it?
It did, but it's still running. So. Say love it.
Yeah, it's still running for stream. It's still running.
It's just I can't do anything on the OBS. Oh, it worked now. Okay. The gunship, Republic Gunship. We were wondering if this was going to make it. We're going to keep an eye on this throughout the stream today because it was at 7,373 when we started the stream, and it's at 7,548 now. Just as a reminder to all the Hasbro fans out there, you can back these before the last day. That's allowed. Because, like, this is how many campaigns have we had now? Where it's, like, shooting up at the last day, like the Snowcat. And even Lio Kaiser as well. Like, there's people that are like, I won't back it till it's funded. I'm like, how do you think it's going to get funded?
Giant Man.
Giant Man, yeah, exactly. How do you think it's going to get funded? If you're like, I will only back it if it gets funded. Well, it's not going to get there. If you want it, back it. My goodness. So anyways, everything's frozen on my side, but I don't know if you guys, the stream's totally cool.
It's working. It's working on stream side at least.
Cool. That's fun. It's 7,500 out of 8,000, so it might make it. It's got 6 hours to go. We'll keep checking. We'll keep checking on that throughout the stream today. So I need to switch tabs because for some reason the Hasbro Pulse site is lagging.
It's all because it's awful.
It's awful. Also, people have been saying they need to extend the campaign on it because a bunch of people can't get their payment methods confirmed through Pulse right now because it's busted. And Pulse is like, our website's busted, our company's in the gutter, let's move our office to Boston. Like, that'll solve the problem. I don't know what Hasbro's doing. But anyways, we'll keep an eye on that. Everything froze again. I can't do the next part of the... now Muteki says it's busted. Now nobody can hear me. I can see me and no one can see me. So, fun part, Discord just decided to die. I'm trying to figure it out because I was like, oh, is it me? And then everybody in the chat's telling me it's not me. Good to know, not me. Brian and Jerry are trapped in Discord. Discord is showing 0 errors. It's not even showing freezing, but nothing's coming through. So, here we stand at the edge of oblivion. I guess I could talk about the stuff that my friends didn't watch while we wait for Discord to decide to work. So that's fun. It feels so like alone. I'm up on stage. No one's with me. Yeah, your icons are still on there. So the icons are there. I can't hear them. Discord's completely just busted at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition us into the review segment because I want to talk about the shows and movies I watched that were new releases. And then I forgot to load the images into OBS because, I don't know, one of those days. And so hopefully when I'm done with the review segment portion, then Discord will decide to work. So that way we can, like, get back on with the show as normal, you know? Because it'd be weird like that. So bear with me as I try to load things. I don't know why Discord does this sometimes where it just like, okay, now the icons vanish now. Yeah, Discord is. I'm just gonna kill Discord. So Hellfire's trying to gaslight me already. What are you talking about? There never was Dark Claw or Fighter on the stream. It's always been you running the streams alone. Now it feels like it. Also because OBS is frozen, so. I won't be talking about Zeztz. We'll talk about Zeztz in a little bit. But also, oh my god, we're already an hour in. What the hell happened? That little part of my brain that's a little ADHD gets set off sometimes, and then we'd start talking about Bionicle instead of the news topics. I didn't get to watch Zeztz yet. I was doing stuff this weekend. I was living life, enjoying life, doing things, so I didn't watch Zeztz. And I want to watch it tonight. So, yeah, I've got Discord in trying to shut down mode, which is fun. And now I'm just trying to load this image, because I was going to do this poster image. We want to talk about Bionicle? Because apparently everything was fine, as long as we were talking about Bionicle. The spirit of Matanui was like, alright, go for it. Makuta was just like, nope, we're going to kill your stream. And now everything's frozen on my end. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Yep. Yeah, Kyle, I was aware that the Tokusatsu stream's still live, which is why I was like, I can watch it later. I don't know if anybody's hearing me at the moment because I can't see myself. Hey, there's a giant Gav image. That's encouraging. We run a professional operation around these pods, folks. Professionals. Professionals who need more prep time, apparently. Everything is frozen. I should just not use images. I should just this is going horribly wrong already. Hey Discord, could you close so I can relaunch you? I love when computers are just like, you know what, today I'm just not gonna work. Just not gonna work today. It's fun. It's fun, he says, while also hating the experience. Everything is boast. Oh, encoding overloaded. Encoding overloaded. You know what? We're just not going to do the images today for the review thing. Let's just get rid of that. You can hear me. You just can't see me because I'm behind Gav. Oh, the chat's catching up now. The chat is catching up. All right, I'm going to get rid of Gav. We're going to start simplifying the show. There we go. Boom. All right. Hi. I was going to show you Gav because I was going to talk about Gav because it ended. You know what? I think I'll just do it this way. I don't know why I don't just do it this way, considering I know how much of a fickle bitch OBS is. Like, why am I like this? I don't learn my lessons, guys. Don't learn my lessons. If I hit Control-Alt-Delete, my Mac will go into soft reboots. We're not doing that. We're not doing Control-Alt-Delete. That will cause everything to stop working. I wanted to have a visual for when I'm reviewing stuff, so that way you guys know what I'm talking about. And then here I go, messing it all up. You guys can see my notes. That's what my notes look like. It's a Google Doc. Should probably turn off my notes. Did YouTube decide that the stream is rated something different because we talked about an old Lego property for too long? So that would happen? At least we're still here. At least it's still connected, you know? I've had worse. This is definitely not... It's not the worst. This is not the worst technical glitch we have. We know that for sure. Yeah, Kyle, that's what I'm trying to do, and for some reason it's lagging like crazy. That Hasbro Pulse site killed this. The Hasbro Pulse site killed the stream, I swear. What is Pulse's problem, man? Let's see if their damn gunship funded. while I fill time. It's at 7,605 now. It's almost there. Hellfire said, did I give a PSA about the mission streams? Yeah, YouTube's been automatically turning on restricted mode for a lot of users, and so you're unable to see certain channels' content. Hellfire tested it, and like my videos were fine, but my streams were under restricted. So maybe check your restricted mode settings. I think if you're seeing this stream, you probably aren't under restricted. So there's good. I'm glad. Later it says, I admit this is entertaining at least. I am glad, because if it's entertaining, we got that going on. Emilio, what is going on? Well, let's see. I opened the Hasbro Pulse website. It killed Discord. Then it killed OBS. Then I had to kill Discord to keep OBS running. Now Discord won't open. I was going to open an image into OBS, but then that didn't work. And then I decided to put the image into a Google Chrome tab, except I'm on Firefox. I'm putting it in a Firefox tab, and that's taking forever to load. And this is what I get for taking my images off IMDb instead of a wiki. So, I wish I could find a better streaming software than OBS, but every single one of them makes me want to pay money, and I already spend too much on my Adobe shit. So, and I say that not lovingly. I pay way too much for Adobe. Like, their prices are insane, but I'm kind of stuck with it, so. All right. Hey, does that work? Can everybody see the Gav poster this way? Because, like, if that's the case, cool. I can roll with the show here while I wait for Discord to reload. I'll just wait for confirmation that the Gav poster shows up. Because if that does, then I can talk about it. You know what? I'm just going to start rolling with them. I'm going to start rolling. Thank you, Kyle. All right. So, Kamen Rider Gav wrapped up last week. And Gav last week ended. And I got to tell you that this is by far the best Reiwa Kamen Rider show. Personal opinion, of course. Everything I say is personal opinion. Don't come after me, okay, Geats fans. Gav is what Kamen Rider should have been for a while. Gav is a show that has a beginning and middle and end to all of its character arcs. It knows what's important. It doesn't go into like unnecessary fluff. There's a simple core set of 3 main writers. The villains have proper motivations that make sense and tie into each other. Each villain gets character arcs and development. Almost every Kamen Rider show I've seen since I started watching weekly has a middle portion that drags for some reason. None of that happened with Gav. Something was happening and moving all the time, every single episode. Something important was going on. It was maybe sometimes a small development, maybe even a larger development. But I think, and also Hellfire mentioned it got away with stuff I'm shocked parents didn't complain about. Yes, exactly, baby. It has pacing. It has actual proper pacing. It was able to do dark storylines while keeping a tonal consistency. They would have more lighthearted episodes between darker episodes, but they wouldn't try to break the darker tone with comedy. It was very tonally consistent, which was impressive because everything was snack foods. So it actually, like, the villains, I felt sorry for some of the villains, but I didn't feel like any of them needed to be redeemed. I felt like they were all, pretty, I think they added some sympathy to them, but they still were evil at the end of the day. And I think that it all built to a very satisfying climax where it's not a perfect happy ending. And it's something where it just pulled itself together incredibly well. And I can look at it as an overall package and say that this was a fantastic show. It felt like early Heisei Kamen Rider, where things were like incredibly planned out, and it didn't feel like Bandai was like constantly going, add more writers, add more writers, add more writers, because outside of the main 3, the rest of the writers were evil writers, but they were all using like the same suit and stuff. So it just kind of felt like they were just passing a weapon around more so than like, we have to have a new Kamen Rider every single episode. So yeah, what dark storylines are in Gav? Well, there's a lot of parallels to a drug addiction, to mobs, to gangs, and pushing drugs onto people. And then also like the endless cycle of someone hooked on a drug that they have to sell. There's a lot of stuff that comes into this that has a lot of extra stuff. And I think a lot of the discourse about the show, sadly, has been boiled down to is, should Sachika have been a writer or not? Based on how this world creates Kamen Riders, I would say no, because I don't really want Sachika to have to go through all that like body modification stuff. But I do think that Glada should have been a writer because we were doing so many evil writers as is. Like, why not give Glada a belt? That would have been fun because we could have had a cool scythe thing. But it really was solid. And this was the first writer show to be on Toei's new production cycle, where for example, Hellfire brought it in the chat as well. Episode 22 was filming when episode 1 aired. Toei used to be on a 6-week delay from filming to release. And they started with Gav, and they've been doing it with a bunch of other shows now, where they are filming them months ahead of time. Months and months ahead of time, which gives them more time to do post-production stuff with visual effects, but more specifically, I think it gives them more time to write scripts, rewrite scripts, get everything done and out, bang out all the problems with the show in the scripting phase, as opposed to trying to bang out those problems while writing it constantly. Because I always felt like, oh, this thing got backlash, let's fix this. Oh, we didn't give this character a story, let's bring them back suddenly. And I think that made the show so much stronger. And one of the things that I really, really, really loved about this show that I haven't seen in a while with Rider is that if a character died, they stayed dead. Kamen Rider has been getting to DC and Marvel levels of death doesn't matter. There's so many times we'll have like a character, like I think Demons and Revice, it's like, oh, he died, and then he was back, and then he was like a major character, like after being gone for like 8 episodes. And I think this makes the show so much stronger. Everything has more consequences. I love that they kept updating the intro. When a major villain got killed off, they would vanish from the intro. That kind of stuff just really made this feel top tier. It's just really great. Like I just, and when it started, I wasn't sure about it because it was a real slow start. But as the show progressed, I realized that slow start was so it could build up the characters, build up the story, so that way everything had significance and meaning by the end of it, which I think is great. And yeah, and as people were talking about, this show finished filming back in March, which I think is amazing. And I'm looking forward to the V Cinema film for this as well, because I think that the V Cinema is looking like a good epilogue without completely rewriting the ending the way that other V Cinemas have done, like Build, for example, completely to like destroyed the ending of Build and made it lose all significance. So I just really, really like this show. Mujagi says, do you have the belt? No, I don't have like any merchandise from this show. And I gotta say that I think it's because the show is so strong on its own that like I just take it as a TV show, and the merchandise part of it is so sidelined that it doesn't. I didn't feel the pull to like, oh, I gotta buy all the toys. Like I just was enjoying the show as a show, and it just really was great. It really was, and I haven't, like I mentioned, I haven't watched Kamen Rider Zeztz yet, even though it is officially streaming. I feel like with Zeztz, it's like I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also not in a rush to watch it because I just really enjoyed Gav, and I kind of want to sit with it for a little bit. That's the thing I like about Ultraman is like you get months between shows to kind of sit and reflect on them. Whereas like with Rider and Sentai, it's like, all right, new show, here we go. Kind of wish they would have like a week, like a recap or a clip show, like a preview week, and then like so there would be like 1 week between the shows. But yeah, this is really great. I really liked it. Okay, speaking of great shows, Wednesday Season 2 wrapped up on Netflix, which, I gotta say, so, like, for, just a pivot, because, I'm an Addams Family fan. By the way, I keep trying to open Discord, and it's doing that thing where it tries to install an update and then crashes. Love Discord. You just suck sometimes. Anyways, Wednesday Season 2. So, Season 1 of Wednesday I thought was good, but it had some rough spots. The show would sort of get really, they would always introduce these like murder mysteries, and like the core of the show would be like Wednesday trying to solve murders, but then like half the episode plots were like, here's Wednesday's love triangle drama of the week, and it was just like, she doesn't need all this. The murder mystery is interesting enough. We don't need all this extra drama. And then I also felt like the Addams Family themselves weren't in the series as much as they could have been. They were just kind of a couple appearances. And they kind of fixed all that for Season 2. They ditched the love triangle, like physically. They gave, the Addams are all our series regulars now. Then it started to kind of like work on the mysteries and the backstory and like what happened at this academy and what happened with this serial killer and what was going on with this zombie and what's going on with this, that stuff took the forefront, and I was really happy they did that because this felt so much stronger of a season overall, and they gave a lot more character and backstory to Thing than has ever been given in any of the Addams Family stuff before, which I thought was really, really, really cool. And I just really liked it. I didn't get a Harry Potter vibe off season 2. I got a Harry Potter vibe off season 1 though, because season 1 was more focused on like the school season and like look what we're doing in school and stuff. Whereas season 2 I felt like was more about like here's the dark mysteries of like what's going on behind the scenes. Also probably because Wednesday kept ditching school to go investigate murders. No, Thing is in the show, not the Thing, not Ben Grimm, the Thing. But no, I thought it was great. I think the setup for season 3 is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to seeing where they go with that. They dropped it in 2 parts, so I don't think they needed to, because I waited to watch part 1 until part 2 was on the horizon, so that way it was just like rolled together. But I really, really liked this show. I thought season 1 was good, but I think season 2 is even better. Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia is like a revelation. She's incredible. Luis Guzman is amazing as Gomez. Like those are 2 of the best castings we've had, and they got such a great like chemistry to it. And I also like the fact that Luis Guzman's Gomez is actually like comics accurate design wise, and I really like the show, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so Ryan asked if season 1 Harry Potter or more Scooby Doo. Season 1 is more Harry Potter. I guess if you're picking between the 2, it's season 1's more Riverdale, I'd say, and then season 2 is more Scooby Doo. If Scooby Doo was a lot darker, I would say that would be kind of like the combination there. Like I really do think. Oh, is the lag coming back? Oh my god. The lag is caused because Discord's opening right now. Okay, we're back. Okay. I don't remember where I was at, but the point being is that I think including the Addams more in the show made it work. Wednesday's still the focus. I think the supporting cast was stronger this season, and it's fun. It's dark. It's twisted. I liked it. I want more. Okay, let's see. What was the other Netflix thing? I watched this movie, The Thursday Murder Club, which is a murder mystery comedy with Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, and Celia Imrie, who are all residents of a retirement community who are, they investigate cold cases for fun. And part of that fun is because they like investigating murders. And then a murder related to the ownership of their community happens. And so then they start investigating a murder for real. And so it's got a lot of like really fun elements to it. I really enjoyed it. Chris Columbus directed it, who's a great director. It's not like, it's not a perfect movie. There's definitely some room for improvement, but I thought it was really enjoyable. I think the character dynamics was great. It's got like all my favorite British actors in it. David Tennant's in there. There's David Tennant's in there. Jonathan Pryce is in there, which is funny because Pierce Brosnan and him were in a Bond movie together. Paul Freeman's there, which is kind of wild because I haven't seen him in a minute. Tom Ellis was also in it as well. And then Naomi Ackie was fantastic. Every time I see Naomi Ackie in something, she's really great. So yeah, if you like murder mysteries, if you like comedies, if you like British actors, if you like seeing the backside of the building that Downton Abbey was filmed in, it does have a Murder, She Wrote vibe. It's like a British Murder, She Wrote kind of vibe to it, because they all know better than the lead cop investigating things. So yeah, I'd recommend checking it out because I actually thought it was pretty solid, and really fun, and I enjoyed it, and I'd recommend it, and hopefully it gets a sequel because I feel like they could make a few of these because it didn't look like it was too expensive, but the character dynamics are really fun, and it's pretty cool. So I enjoyed that. And speaking of enjoying things, I've gone sort of, I don't know if I say 180 necessarily on Peacemaker, but I started the season going, well, I want to see what's up with the new DCU. James Gunn said there's going to be stuff. They dangled Hawk Girl in front of me, and I was like, okay, I'll see something for Hawk Girl. And I didn't really enjoy the first episode, even though I thought it was good. And I didn't really enjoy the second episode, but it was starting to grow on me a little bit. But by the third episode of this season, I think I actually do like the show now. A lot of the heart and humanity of the characters is coming through a lot better now. The third episode also was lower on the comedy, lower on the frat boy humor, and more on like some more clever comedy. There was a scene in an office place that I thought was really funny. It's kind of the stuff I'd like to see more of, which is kind of like the practical visual comedy, more so than just like, here's the dirty words we're saying this week. So I've actually been enjoying it. I actually enjoyed episode 3. And so I can kind of say that I feel like I've kind of pivoted from I'm watching it because I'm intrigued by the story to I'm watching it because I actually do like it now. It's not liking it enough, though, for me to go, I need to go see season 1, because the show does so many flashbacks and recaps that that I feel like I don't need to see season 1. They just kind of come back together and like they're like, oh, hey, this thing happened, and then they tell you about it, or then they flash back to it. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, 8 episodes for season 2. That's correct. So yeah, we're about 1/3 of the way through. It's kind of why I wanted to touch base on it, because last week I didn't have anything to say because I didn't really like episode 2 that much. I thought like the bird blindness joke was not as funny as it should have been. But this episode I think was a lot more interesting because it kind of delved into character dynamics and also like not just Peacemaker as a character, but like why do his friends like him? Why do these people hang out with each other? Which I think was great, while also progressing the plot. This other world that he discovers and he's in that seems so perfect. Certainly the whitest place I've ever seen, and I wonder if that's tying into the plot. Knowing James Gunn, it probably is. Very interested to see how this will progress, because I moved from like I don't know if I want to watch it to I'm at least enjoying it now. I'm not watching it out of obligation, so I've been giving the show a chance and it's been going well. And Discord, which I've been giving a chance, has not been working because I have been trying this entire time and it just keeps trying to update, and I'm like, don't update, just open. So do I just go old school and just pull everybody up on my phone? Do I just go, let's just hit the button on the phone, and then you guys can just hear them through the microphone? That sounds chaotic. Should we try it? Is that a better option than just sitting here watching Discord constantly loop itself? So, let's see. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to because I'm trying to get the disc. Let's just do this. How do I put this on speakerphone? God, I feel like such an old man sometimes. Switch to speaker. Here we go. Chat, can you hear them?
Come in, chat. They're stuck on this radioactive planet. We've been stranded for years.
I'm just gonna have to do this because I'm just gonna keep trying to open Discord. Yeah. Let me show you guys. This is what I'm dealing with right now. I'm just gonna show them on camera.
This streamception. Found out you're me in 2008. That's exactly how I used to record podcasts.
All right, let me see if I boost my audio and I talk a little quieter. I think it will work. Do you guys see? I'm showing them on camera like what's happening.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Streamception right now. It's hi everybody. Me and Cass got stuck in the fans over 50 years, and we finally got phoned home.
Yes. Do you guys got any thoughts on Peacemaker?
You left us. We were stuck in the Hero Club Cinematic Universe. You went to the Hero Club Cinematic Universe and left us behind.
James Gunn called. I had to go. Yeah, it's complicated trying to get all this stuff. Like this is the thing I don't like about Discord is sometimes it will just stop working. And so I thought, let me just close it and reopen it, and then it won't even reopen.
What's weird is I had problems with Discord, but never to this extent, where it just infinitely loops like this.
This happens to me like every third or fourth week, as Kaus knows.
Yep.
It hasn't happened in a while, so I guess it was inevitable to happen. Because there's always times like Kaus, like, "Oh, are you going to join my stream?" And I'm like, "Yeah, if Discord ever opens."
Yep, you've been stuck in that loop before.
Yep.
Do you have a phone stand that hold your phone so you have your arms?
My arm's just going to die today. I'm just.
If you didn't fully kill the stream to make a new one, I'd have been like, just restart. But
Yeah, because that's usually my solution is I just restart my computer and then it works, but I can't do that because it,
Yeah, you're already this far in, yeah. Could you use Chopper and Pebble as a phone stand?
No, they're kind of too soft. They'll just fall over. Yeah,
There has to be a figure you use. The whole get Galactus.
No, but like I can't put them anywhere closer to the computer. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to open. It's just not like it just won't open. Like it just is in a constant loop of nothing. I can balance you guys on the top of my water bottle, which is fine because it's empty.
Your water bottle, all right. I just hope I don't yell enough to knock it down. Gene, close up!
Yeah, I like how Discord works, but it just won't work on my computer right now when I want it to.
How old is my computer?
3 years old.
I know that. Wait, what? Really?
It's only 3 years old.
But yours is Intel, right?
Yeah, it's just
it was made before mine.
It was made before yours, yeah, but I only bought it like 3 years ago. Yeah. But it's the Intel one, and I think it's also the problem is every Mac update's killing the Intel ones.
Yep, just like my iPad, same thing. iPad OS update, now it's barely usable what it was before.
Yep.
I have to be my old iPad where YouTube just stopped working on that thing, so I couldn't use it anymore.
Yeah, I hate technology when it just like is like, nope, it's just not gonna work now, and I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. So I'll keep trying to open Discord, but we're gonna have to move on with the show, otherwise we're gonna be here for 4 days.
The sound. So in the sound can, you're still trying to get we're still stuck in our dimension, and you're trying to. We're just radioing you while you go back to the portal to get back home. It's Ant-Man and Wasp too. It's Santa. It's Santa the Beppo. It's Santa the Beppo.
Yeah.
Every leap is to leap back on Discord. That's the quantum shout out.
Well, speaking of the Sound of Music's 4K comes out in 2 weeks. Disney knows they can announce more than 2 weeks in advance, right? Like they're aware of that. They're aware that they can announce things sooner than 2 weeks prior to releasing it because guess what just died, guys? My headset. My headset.
Your headset.
I don't need my headset right now, so that's fine.
Everything just going wrong.
I have. Okay, now my headset's just not working anymore.
Did the viewers can use it? You?
I mean, the viewers can still hear me because I use the microphone on the computer, not the one on the headset.
Yeah, you're still.
So I'm still good. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, I got my Bluetooth headphones, but like the only reason I need the headset is so I can hear you guys on Discord, which isn't working. So whatever.
It's Fox. It was not WB.
Yeah, it was a Fox, and so now it's a Disney. The funny part right now is that my headset, as I was trying to reconnect it, it opened the music app, and that opened immediately. God, why is everything busted? Okay, that's the thing, Hellfire. I have nuked Discord with the task manager, and that's why I'm in this situation, because now it won't open. It just won't open. It closed fine, but like basically, you know, nobody can see it on stream, but like I have the Discord icon, and then it says downloading update 1 of 1, and then it loops, and then it crashes. So much for updates. Anyways, Sound of Music's coming out on 4K. That's the important part. Tons of bonus features, sing-along versions, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, all that good stuff. 3-disc set, not a steelbook, but comes with 3 art cards. It's beautiful, and if you want to see it in theaters, it'll be back out this weekend. So
they couldn't announce it sooner because the Hills were alive. So, yeah.
The Hills had to die first.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Firefox, for opening the wrong tab. Appreciate that. All right. Shout Factory's November release. I'm going to start just like top line and stuff. We're just going to keep moving, all right? Better Tomorrow trilogy. As the title says, it's the Better Tomorrow trilogy. That's
May the shoe be better tomorrow.
maybe. Hard Boiled on 4K, Beastmaster on 4K, Snowden on 4K, Spotlight 4K, The Howling on 4K, which is tempting only because I want to buy the action figure of the werewolf from The Howling.
It's a werewolf movie.
It is. Renfield on 4K Steelbook and Vampires on 4K Steelbook. These are November releases. Why is this not the October slate?
Yeah.
Why are we a month late on this? All right, next up. Monk the Complete Series movie and Blu-ray set from Kino Lorber will contain all 8 seasons plus the movie. The funny part is the movie didn't have a slipcase or slipcover for itself, so the slipcase looks really funny. Because it's just...
So what is Monk? Because the Monk's I see that I only know Maine. Oh, Monk is great. So
yes.
He has OCD, and like crippling OCD, right? Like he has a nurse with him, and he leaves the force because his wife was killed, and his wife made him like stable enough to be a cop, but without her, he needs a nurse, and they still hire him as outside help as a private detective to solve crimes. And it's always somebody trying to like pull one over on him, but he's like way too, because of his OCD, he can like zero in on minute details that nobody else would have thought of, and it's like no. Yeah, your little pen was unscrewed. Therefore, you killed him.
Yes.
That's really simplified. But like, also, one of the cops that's with him, Randy something. He's one of the 2 cops that's always with him. He's actually the actor who also played Raditz in the Ocean Dub. Oh, really?
That's so cool. Oh, Hellfire says Discord's having issues across the board. Fun.
Not just you, Sam.
Yes. That's a great set, though, for a great show. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah,
they got that.
I want to get it. I actually want to, because I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I got into it late, and I wish I got into it sooner, but hey,
All right, the Pink Panther films. These are the classic movies, not the cartoon with the panther, but like the Pink Panther being the diamond, which was in a...
I also got that, 2000s movie, right? Or was that 90s?
Yeah, the Steve Martin ones. The Steve Martin ones were remakes, yeah. This is Inspector Jacques Clouseau, who is not competent. But these movies are hilarious. It's Peter Sellers, it's David Niven. All 5 of them are coming out on 4K Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, which is great. Okay, so yeah, Discord's down across the way. Oh my God, Ace brought up a good point. Crazy to have a missing slipcover for a show starring a guy with OCD. Didn't even think of it that way.
I was wondering, like, why is the last case on the set? Look, the missing slipcase. How that makes sense.
Yep. I'm really excited Kino's doing Pink Panther because those movies are great and absolutely love it.
It's weird that this guy's but yet me accounts are so fine.
Yeah, for some reason it's working on my phone. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to try to open the app anymore. We're just going to roll with this for the rest of the show. Apologies for the audio quality. Our audio quality is not that great on live streams anyways. It shouldn't be any different. All right. It's funny because I say that. It's just because like I'm enough of an audiophile to be bothered by bad audio, but not enough of an audiophile to fix it.
That's how I am. This is the Calcin Ryan stuck in a cave edition of the episode.
Exactly. All right. Next up. So just a couple things. We have a little bit of an update on Tron.
So can you explain this whole weirdness? Because this is kind of weird.
So the Tron 4Ks are out a week from tomorrow, and they were only announced a week ago, which has been kind of an issue because retailers have been putting pre-orders up and taking them down, seemingly because they sell out really quick. And I think it's because Disney did not give them enough heads up, and so they didn't actually manage stock expectations very well, which is a real bummer because that sucks. Now, however, there will be a lot more stock of them later. It's just like if you're trying to get it on day one and you didn't get a pre-order, you're probably going to have to be stuck waiting. But they did put the discs on 66 gigabyte discs like they did Master and Commander, which means that it'll be easier to keep them in print because 100 gigabyte discs are harder to get, therefore harder to keep in print. So I'm hoping it's like Master and Commander, hoping it's like Tombstone, where it's like, all right, pre-order sold out, but then once it comes out, you can get it a little bit easier. Kyle says, is it Disney or Sony? So Sony has only been handling the production and release of the Blu-rays, but Disney handles the marketing of them. Disney could have told us about these Tron 4Ks back in June. We knew they were happening back in June when somebody said, I'm restoring Tron, or I just finished restoring Tron into 4K. You know, so like we could have known about these a long time ago. They just waited till Destination D23 to announce it, which is weird. We did get confirmation of several things from the product listings. First of all, we are getting Dolby Atmos. We are getting Dolby Vision. Tron Legacy will have the IMAX aspect ratio shifting on the 4K, which I'm very glad about because the movie is literally weaker without that. Also, the Blu-ray discs included in each movie's steelbook will be the original Blu-ray discs, which downside, not the new transfers, upside, it has all the bonus features from the previous releases, so we're not going to be missing anything, which is good. I'm really happy about that. Also, they did confirm that Emperor's New Groove is coming out on 4K for the film's 20th anniversary. Apparently, that was announced at D23, and they said it's coming out on December 9th. So they can announce ahead of time if they wish.
Wow, this is the first time I hear about this. Like, well,
yeah, same.
It's one of my favorite Disney movies.
They apparently had an Emperor News Grooves panel, and then they just dropped that little nugget, and that was it. Like, no details. Also adding to that, Rocky Horror Picture Show, they announced that a month in advance. That's not coming out till October 7th, and it just went up for pre-order like a week ago, which seems like a lot more lead time, like a month lead time, and that's been staying in stock better. What a concept. Having lead time on releases. Anyways, adding to this, there is an issue with the Superman 4K collection that came out in 2023. There were video and audio issues. Warner Brothers is finally fixing that now that they've re-released the discs this year. So contact WHV at WBD.com and tell them you need replacements. I did that. I didn't get any response back. Maybe I will get a response soon because they said Digital Bits is recommending include your shipping address and a proof of purchase. I just haven't heard back from them. It's been like 5 days, so I don't know.
I never heard about the 4Ks because didn't you reviewed the 4Ks?
Yeah, I didn't hear about any issues, and usually when I watch stuff, I don't see any issues. And now Discord, I didn't even touch Discord. Now it's opening on its own, and it's trying to install 8 updates.
It goes.
Okay, anyways.
Oh boy.
So, Jeremy Carr says, wonder if we'll have to wait until Steelbook's oxidized before we see standard releases. I would not wait for a standard release. They have not done a standard release on any of these 4Ks, except for the ones that didn't. Discord is back open. So
are we gonna be free for the dimension?
Maybe.
Is your headset?
Yeah, my headset should be fine. It just turned itself off. It didn't even die battery-wise. And if not, I can just use... I got AirPods and I got Bluetooth headphones. I can use something.
Just make sure.
Yeah. So the thing is, they did not do a standard of Tombstone. They did not do a standard of Master Commander. They did a standard for Lilo and Stitch, but they didn't do a steelbook. Standard for Sound of Music, not a steelbook. They're doing one edition of all of these. So the UK is getting standard editions in addition to steelbooks, but the US is only getting steelbooks. So just don't sit and wait because it's not going to be happening. That's my recommendation because Disney is being very stupid.
Yeah, that's the problem because I don't hate the steelbooks, but it's just because the prices always go up for steelbooks because
the nice part is the Tron steelbooks are like 40 a piece, not 65 a piece like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, well, that's what I was tempted to get those, but budget-wise, I need to wait for those to get them.
I think they'll come back around. The demand's too damn high.
Yeah.
So.
Like the rent.
Yeah, I need to email WB and be like, "Where's my Superman discs?"
I mean, you guys are everything free from me.
I mean, did I? I don't know. It's weird. I gotta talk about that at a different time. But anyways, we need to get on to the next piece of news while Discord attempts to work. Because yeah, there's Warner Brothers Home Video Service. It's like you contact them and then they don't really tell you anything, and then suddenly stuff shows up in your mailbox. It's a very awkward experience. But yeah, let's see. We're going to pull up the next piece of news. Discord is open now. It just says, guilds unavailability. We're investigating an issue where some guilds are unavailable to some... What the hell is a guild?
Those are the old names for servers back.
So why am I getting an old name now? That's not a good sign.
We still call them guilds, and I know that because... Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, the Honkai one is unavailable. The Fate one I'm in is unavailable. But yours is fine.
So weird.
And so.
Yeah, WB's not the greatest. Like their home video department, like ever since they fired like half of it, and now they're working on a skeleton crew. Like, it sucks. Yeah, Discord's still not opening. Could I I just remembered Discord has a desktop version, right? I'm just curious. I'm gonna check this now before we get into the Zeztz stuff. Oh, it dropped. I lost everybody. They gone. They vanished. So Ryan and Kaus can hear each other. I just can't hear them now. Discord, man. Discord. Let me drop out of this. I don't want to register for Discord. I want to log in. Kaus can't hear Ryan. Ryan can hear Kaus. I can't hear either. So, would it be easier if I just had Ryan and Kaus get on a plane and then just come here in person to do it? Would that be easier for everybody? Now, does anybody have the money for that? So, Kaus says he's back in. My headset's charged again. Is it connected? I have no idea if it's connected because nothing's playing, but... Ryan can hear Kaus again. When it rains, it pours. When things don't work so well, I cannot get it to load. They're gone again. Connection problems, let us know. I doubt that'll help. Kyle's like, this is why I gotta bring back Skype. Yeah, I gotta use the Dragon Balls. Bring Skype back. Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. There we go. We're back on the Discord mobile app.
Okay, well, something.
We're back somewhere.
I was telling Ryan, this is some cursed stream.
The show must go on. The show must go on.
Hey, at least the stream didn't go. No, the stream had a dip. Like, there's some buffers here and there. At least the stream's still running.
On a day where everything else doesn't work, at least the stream does.
Yes. Usually the other way around, yeah.
I think from here on out, we're going to stop trying to fix the issue. We're just going to keep trucking.
This is going to be the folks trying to complete your mission.
Yes.
Me and Cal are still stuck in the cave of horrors. Yeah.
We're just gonna try to shape. We'll just keep the discussion shorter, so that way we could just kind of get out of here. All right.
Hey, so for a recap, for people who miss out on what's going on with Zeztz.
Okay. Do you want me to recap the whole history here? Because I can do it. All right.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So, Kamen Rider Zeztz was announced to do a simulcast. The initial plan was that the show was going to debut at 3 different times: Saturday night, Sunday morning, Friday afternoon. Then it was going to stream those. Then they updated it to say, oh, we're going to play the episode 6 times each of those times. And then as people have said, it's like, what if you can't watch at those specific times? You'd like to watch it then. So, bullying works, as always. They now bumped it up to a 20... They call it and I hate this because this is wrong, they call it a 24/7 stream through Monday. That is not 24/7. You're not airing it for 7 days. You're airing it for 3.
That's not math.
That's 24/3. So basically, from 7 p.m. Pacific Saturday to, I'm assuming, 7 p.m. Pacific today, the episode is available for streaming that whole time. Now, here's the problem. It loops on a 24-minute loop. There's no breaks.
There's no breaks. No,
yes.
nothing.
So if you're wanting to start at the beginning of the episode, you just have to kind of catch it. Now, let me pull up, because I thought Waz Action put this very nice and neat. Because this is another issue that happened. Random forced ads by YouTube interrupts the broadcast but does not pause the live stream. See, because on the back end of YouTube, it is a free stream on YouTube, Amelia. On the back side of YouTube, you can choose to have your stream be available as an archive later, or you can choose to have it where it's live only. And so they chose live only. That means when an ad comes in, it plays over a scene, and you can't rewind it. So you just miss a scene of the show. That's a problem. So what they, Waz Action on Twitter recommended a rewind feature would alleviate all those woes, or just an archive like we're saying. We're not there yet. Let's keep the pressure up, though. Because as soon as that was put out and people started calling it out, Tokusatsu says, now you can watch it with a rewind. And so now you can go on the stream, you can rewind to the beginning of the episode, and then you won't have YouTube's ads overwriting scenes of the show. My God, just put this up on VOD already. Like, this is the... It's just, also, they did announce there will be a VOD option for the show, so they have addressed that, which is that every 5 episodes will be uploaded as a VOD of a mini marathon.
Yeah.
So you can watch it video on demand in 5-episode chunks. Just put them up weekly, my God.
Yeah, because my partner, I'll watch it first, but then my partner came on because he was busy with the rest of the day, and I had to rush it because it was like, I was like, all right, I need time as well because we were talking and like, all right, I need time when the episode started. The episode started, I had to fast and go, scratch here, go, because I couldn't pause it and such like that. So because there's no problem, there's no breaks, there's no like gap between the episode and it just literally repeats.
Yep, it just starts over.
Over again. So that was like, I'm like, oh god, I better time destroyed scenario. And that's gonna. I will say, I give credit to you were telling your shout or whoever something. They sold everything, which is surprising. Like everything, like in the background was sub, which is like you didn't need to do that, but thanks, I guess. Such like that.
Comments from the chat that I also say with it. Veloquent says, what's the reason they're doing it this way? Is it normal? I'm not familiar with Kamen Rider. This is the first time Kamen Rider's ever been simulcast in English. And I don't understand the release logic. I agree, because as Kaiju 1954 said, they're creating problems that have already been solved. Yep.
Yeah. Also, again, what the problem before the rewind feature, because there's like stuff there was text I want to read from one.
And you can't pause it.
I did. You can't pause it, but when you unpause it, just zoops back to the live point.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because without the rewind available, if you pause it, it just goes right back to live. Because with the rewind, like what I do sometimes when I'm watching YouTuber streams, for example, like, if I'm watching a stream from a YouTuber and I see like, oh, that person went live 30 minutes ago, I'll just go in and I'll just rewind it and I'll watch their stream from the beginning, and then eventually I'll catch up. Eventually it'll end and I'll just like watch the rest of it like a video. I do that all the time. I can pause it, I can rewind it, like it keeps my place. It's great. But with this, it was the live only thing, and so yeah, if you unpause it, it just jumps you forward. It's really annoying that there's all these things that have been solved by Ultraman already that we're slowly getting there. I feel like we're really close. Like I feel like if we keep the pressure up on the constructive criticism about how hard it's been to actually watch the show, like we're gonna get some changes, because Latin America's got a cool like video on demand option that's ad free. So
yeah, said this is first time they're doing this, and it's really messy.
Very messy. I'm hoping if we just kind of keep the pressure up about having an archive of the episodes available, maybe it'll actually happen. Just be loud, but be nice. That's my thing. Be loud, be nice. That's kind of what I'm going with. Blade Raider said the upcoming Kamen Rider anime about the 40-year-old fan is getting simulcast on Crunchyroll. I don't know why this is so hard. Exactly what I've been saying. We've all been saying, right? There's no reason for it to be this complicated. So it's got to be a TV Asahi thing. But other regions that get it, because there's a bunch of regions that don't get it, other regions that do get it.
Yeah. Well, we don't live in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Southeast Asia's chunks of it don't have it. In Europe, if you're outside the UK, you're screwed. And yeah, it's just making it so overly complicated. And as a lot of people have said and have done, it just goes back to everyone pirating it for convenience.
Apparently in Southeast Asia got the Omega English dub, apparently?
Yes, apparently Southeast Asia gets simulcast English dub for Ultraman Omega, where we have to wait for 12-episode batches.
That damn Amazon deal, or whoever made that deal, curse you.
It's nuts, and it's just, simulcasting for Tokusatsu on Crunchyroll was a thing. There was a couple Ultraman shows that were like that back in the day. So, Ultraman is the template, man. They figured this all out.
Ultraman been doing this simulcasting since X, right? Or was it Orb?
I think it was Orb where they started simulcasting on Crunchyroll, and then they switched during Zeztz to simulcasting on YouTube. And again, the template is there. Okay. All right, we need to move on. Speaking of James Gunn, because I talked about him a little bit during Peacemaker, James Gunn made this tweet that said, Man of Tomorrow in theaters July 9th, 2027, with new Jim Lee artwork of David Cornsweet Superman and Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor, and Lex has a power suit now. And then a bunch of confusing statements came out of James Gunn that I'm not going to repeat because none of them make any damn sense, and I don't feel like repeating them helps anything.
Also, is that just Jim Lee? But I think there was a...
yes, Nicholas Holt and David Cornsweet also posted other art from different artists that depicted Lex and Superman fighting.
I think one of them was Dan Mora. I think it looked very Dan Mora.
Yeah.
Because I noticed all of them drew Lex's power armor differently, so I don't think this is what the power armor is going to look like in the movie. It's probably still early concept art.
I mean, Gunn just said he finished the script. There's no way they have a design for the power armor yet.
I would say, some people mentioned, isn't it nice that a comic book movie sequel got announced with comic book artwork?
Yes.
Comic book artists?
I love that. However, I have to point out the business side of it. This never trended. And I think the problem, and people have been analyzing it, discussing it, like, why didn't this blow up considering how much people like the Superman movie? And it's...
Because Supergirl did. Because the picture of Supergirl got trending.
Yeah, the picture of Supergirl got trending, yes. The thing is that...
It's because it's comic art?
It's because it's comic art. It's absolutely because it's comic art. Because there are a chunk of people that like superhero movies that don't like comics or don't read comics. And so for us comic fans, we're like, ooh, comic book art. Like, it's great for us. But for, I guess, the normie audience, they're just like, okay. Like, they don't see what we see.
They probably think it just Gunn just posting fan art or something like that.
To be honest, yeah, the fact that he didn't even clarify in his tweet what this is, it did kind of feel a little. I think that's part of the issue.
I think it's one of those like I think it's sadly, if you're a movie guy, such a superhero movie guy, when you read the text and go, oh sweet sequel, yay! When you're not nowadays, you go like, huh?
Hey, the Discord app opened on my computer again.
Don't risk it for that.
But yeah, no, this is the thing is, I think this is a good announcement. I think the fact that they're like, we're gonna have a sequel out in less than 2 years is fantastic, and I think they can totally pull it off.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
It's so nice we don't have to wait forever for it, and also the fact this is coming out 3 months before the Batman Part 2, and you want to tell me that they're not merging?
It's nice to have a superhero movie sequel come out only like not too far.
It's so nice to see you again, honestly.
I think it worked.
Oh wait, I think you're back.
Yes, we got it. We got it back. Okay, we're not touching anything.
We're not stuck in the fan zone anymore.
I hope.
So I just dropped my phone.
And it goes into the abyss, never to be seen again.
Never to be
seen. Bruh.
Okay, so here we go. They're free. All right, cool. We're just keep rolling. Let's not miss a beat. I think this is great. I'm excited. I'm very, very much looking forward to this movie because I like the first one so much. And yeah, James Gunn was like, "It's not a Superman sequel." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? What is it then?" And he's like, "I won't tell you what it is." I'm like, Every time I make progress with James Gunn, I'm always like, "Come on, man, you're so close."
It's not a Superman movie. It's a Lex movie.
It better not be a Lex movie. All right, it better be a Superman movie that has Lex in a significant part of it, but it better not be a Lex movie. That is the comic books logic. That is the comic book fan logic that does not go well with the movie business logic.
Cyclos asks, do your best 1A.
I'm gonna lose my voice with how much I've had to extra talk today. I'm not doing any 1As today.
Super chat him like $20 if you want him to
pay me or ask me again next week. All right. Speaking of 180ing on shows, I went from I don't care about the Marvel Zombies show to I can't wait for it to come out because this trailer is freaking awesome.
I know, right? Like, even though it's still in the what-if art style, which I think they're stuck with. Yeah, it's a since is this supposed to be a follow-up? I don't remember.
I have no idea. At one point they said it wasn't. Now they say it is. I don't care.
Yeah, but it's clearly meant to be another part of that, what if episode. It makes sense why, but yeah. I would say they're doing cool stuff with it at least.
There's a shot where Spider-Man rips the head off of 10 zombies at once, and it's just like, oh, we're cooking.
I love you. Like, Spider-Man could do that. What the hell?
He always could. He's just a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, man.
And then the Blade stuff. Everybody was just like, "Why are we not making a Blade movie?"
I also
why aren't we? Honestly,
I also asked, why is Blade Moon Knight?
I don't know why Blade is Moon Knight. My bigger question is, wow, they really pissed off Mahershala Ali, didn't they? He's not voicing him.
Oh, no, okay, no. Was he ever originally going to be playing him in this or no?
He might have, considering there's no other recasts.
Yeah, which, man, it's just kind of funny how Yelena is, looks like to be the main character. It's like, good. Yep. I'm so glad.
It was funny. I thought my mom wouldn't like this, and then she was like, oh, that looks really cool. It's a good trailer. Yeah, it's
a really good trailer. Yeah. I think, it's a really damn cool.
We'll talk about it on September 20. We'll talk about September 25th, right? Because it comes out, I think, on was it the 24th of Sunday or something? I don't remember.
Let me double check. It is a Wednesday.
Oh, it's a Wednesday. Okay, so we'll talk about the following Monday. Good stuff. I dig it. All right, let me talk about Bond. I'll be short because we've burned so much time today.
James Bond Jr.
Okay, so I gotta tell you guys, I was excited about the James Bond game, as we talked about when I covered Summer Games Fest, which, when I'm talking about video games, it's something special, right? You guys got to know, if I'm talking about a video game, I'm super excited about it. So James Bond, it's their 007 First Light. They did a 30-minute state of play gameplay presentation. What they did was they did a presentation of just showing the gameplay for 20 minutes, and then they spent some time explaining the mechanics of the game. And I absolutely cannot wait for this game. This is the James Bond game we never have gotten before. And I'm so into this. And I know a bunch of the stuff comes from Hitman, and I don't care. I didn't play Hitman. This is so perfect for Bond, because there's stages to Bond's skills and the way you handle situations. There's multiple options, like the way that, Hitman works. So the idea is you're supposed to be stealthy and quiet. So you have to, avoid people, create distractions, get around stuff. There's all kinds of things. There's little character quirks, like if Bond gets caught, he comes up with a quick excuse as to, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just here to inspect that wall. Kind of little things like that. But then there's this other mechanic, which is the license to kill mechanic. You're not allowed to shoot anybody until they start shooting you. And when they start shooting at you, it just flashes up license to kill on the screen. And then you can start shooting, which I think is just super cheesy and fun. And I love it. The car chase scene they showed encourages crashing through things, which is great because I'm terrible at driving in video games. So that's just on board with me. Just crashing through stuff. And just the character moments in this are so good. It's really captured a really good version of Bond. They said they went back to the original novels for inspiration. That's why he's got the scar on his cheek and stuff. Which, by the way, I've been reading Casino Royale over the weekend, which way easier of a book to read than I thought for being from 1953.
That isn't a comic book. Who are you?
I know. I do read novels from time to time. But I've been reading it, and the funny part is they never described the scar. Like, Ian Fleming didn't describe Bond's scar or even what Bond was wearing, but he gave a full-page description to Vesper Lind and talking about the distance between her eyes and the shape of her nose. So, I've been reading through this. I am enjoying the hell out of this book. More than I thought I would. I was like, I want to read the original Bond novels. A friend gave me this for my birthday, and I've already blown through like a third of it in like a day or day and a half. I've been reading a bunch of that. It's actually a much lighter read than I thought. So I've been reading that to kind of like brush up for the game. But the personality of Bond in this game, it definitely feels like the personality from the books more so than any particular one of the actors from the movies, which I think is great because that means we have our own, unique. Yeah, it's kind of like the Spider-Man games have their version of Spider-Man that's like unique to them. This is like our version of Bond for these games, and I love that. I think it gives him a good starting place. It doesn't tie into movie synergy. It just like links him as his own version. I think that's so cool. And then we got casting news, which I was glad they did the casting announcement. Patrick Gibson is playing James Bond. I know he's Dexter in the Dexter prequel series. There is Priyaga Bruford is playing M. Kiara Lester as Moneypenny. Lenny James as Greenway. Naomi Nakai as Miss Roth, and Alistair McKenzie as Q. It is set in present day, which I think is awesome, because I think you could easily do a period piece with Bond, but I think doing present day is good. It's how the movies have always done it, and I think that's awesome. It's kind of like you can get more storytelling and different storylines with Bond. Is like how does the character adapt to a modern setting and all that. So I think I don't know, this presentation like blew me away. I am so excited, and it comes out March 27th. And if you pre-order the game, you get the deluxe edition for free. So that's awesome, and that's an actual like worthwhile bonus. I can't wait for this. This is now like I know Tokon Fighting Souls is coming up, but I think this is actually my most anticipated game of 2026 right now.
Well, does one have Robbie? But only one has Robbie.
That's true.
Robbie Reyes.
There's the only one has Robbie Reyes, but I got to say that I am looking forward to Marvel Tokon for many, 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 many reasons. But this Bond game looks really good. I'm very excited for this. So, you guys got any thoughts on Bond overall?
And look, as long as like the Hitman games are like it's one of the VR ones, but like I love one of the moments I saw when playing it. Someone did the tap the shoulder on the right and then run, like they tap on the right shoulder and then ran off the left and such like that and got in. I hope that's in this game because that's my favorite parts. That's my favorite parts of these.
I think it already is because there's a scene where Bond climbs through a window, and then like people are like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm from the penetration inspector's office, and I'm looking for the security flaws in your system." And they're like, "Happy to have you on the team." Like he just lies his face off.
I love bullshit like that.
It is. It's peak Bond to just make up a bold-faced lie and then smile and get away with it.
It's the equivalent of the Shaggy and Scooby disguise gags, and it always works.
Yes, exactly. Kaushi, any thoughts on 007 First Light?
Not really. You would think I would. So I like Bond, but
yeah, I'm excited for this.
Hitman guys, give me hope. So
yeah.
All I can think of with Bond with this guys is hello, my name is Richard Snubs.
Yeah.
I like what them Snubs.
I like the way Snub thinks.
Yeah.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
Boo earns.
Boo earns. Another thing I did like too is that like there's a lot of personality in the NPCs. Like there's like a couple women were noticing Bond, and they're like, "I'm gonna leave him an extra mint on his pillow." And then like there was like some other people like, "Is that a famous model?" Like there was just like all these reactions to Bond. Like he is totally noticed when he walks into a room, but people just don't think he's a spy. I think that's such a great a great character thing. Like the people working on this game really understand Bond, so I'm excited. They also talked about how they had to rewrite the script because the Queen died, and they basically were doing a find and replace for the word Queen for King, and they said it was like really morbid and kind of disturbing to have to do that. They're like, we're finding and replacing the Queen. Anyways, that's that. Moving on. All right, so Street Fighter cast. The Street Fighter movie's happening, whether we want it to or not.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
We've been getting. We've been getting for quick recap. We've been getting these announcements slowly but surely over the last couple of weeks. Now we know who everybody's playing, so that's why we're covering it.
Let's have Kels tell his thoughts first. So Kels,
yes,
what do you think of this cast?
Well, I was gonna say before we do that, we should go through each cast member. Let's do it one at a time. Let's do it one at a time. All right, let's start. Andrew Koji as Ryu. What do you got, Kels?
At least I'm one of the few I'm fine with.
I'm cool with him too. I've got no problem with this.
I'm not familiar with him, but like, I
watched
think that's
the
a good
Snake
thing.
Eyes movie, right?
That's a good thing. Yeah, I like. Oh wait, was he Snake Eye or was he Storm Shadow? Okay, yeah, actually, that's good casting.
Yeah, he's all right.
All right, Noah Centineo as Ken. They did get an American man with fake blonde hair, so they're halfway there.
I'm already. Is Noah Centineo? What is he? Does he have any Asian?
I don't think so. I think he's.
Because Ken is supposed to be like mostly. He's actually like, mixed.
Yeah.
But whatever, like fake blonde hair, it works.
We're close there. I don't know anything that Kalina Lang has been in, but I mean, she looks like Chun-Li.
I'll do a quick IMDb with Caesar.
I did an IMDb after I couldn't find anything.
She's relatively unknown, which is again that's nice. That's a big role. That's a big character for her to play for unknown actors, so that's good.
She's in the right ethnic group, so we'll give him the credit there. Cody Rhodes' Guile is just like an SNL ass casting. I
was right here. I was gonna say it's SNL skit right here.
Is he an MMA fighter or?
No, he's a pro wrestler. He's a WWE.
Pro wrestler. Okay, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of.
I will give credit. Cody Rhodes was funny in The Naked Gun.
Yeah, I was saying he's in The Naked Gun. That's the only thing I recognize him from outside.
He was on Arrow for a season. I remember now.
He was in the Captain Laserhawk show. Okay.
There's so many other people I could think of to be Guile. Cody. As a matter of fact, I would have liked to see Cody play Cody.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be better. Yeah. I agree. All right, and then this is where it starts falling apart for me. Orville Peck is Vega. I had to look this guy up because I didn't know who he is.
Yeah, like what?
Yes, here he has the mask on.
He's a country singer who never removes his mask, and I think that's the entire reason they cast him. He's not Spanish.
He's not Spanish. He doesn't know any ninjutsu or anything.
They're like, guy who wears a mask is his whole entertainment personality. Obviously, must be Vega.
The only thing that isn't related to his music portfolio is he did a voice on Disney's Cliff, and that's it. And for one episode, he was a guest star, and that's it.
This is his
and
first
he has
acting
his music. So okay, what the hell's the next? What?
This was when I was like, okay, I know what this movie's doing. 50 Cent is Balrog.
Okay.
Guys, there's plenty of others that could be Balrog or Boxer.
I gotta say this is not a serious movie.
How goddamn just get Michael B. Jordan back and put those boxing gloves on.
Yeah, I'd have rather that. Like, what's funny is I do know 50 has some boxing experience, but still not what you think.
Like that, I don't know. He's not the first person I think of.
Exactly.
I think of as.
Exactly. Not the first one I think of.
I'm not aware of 50 Cent's acting career.
I'm gonna double check. Is anything that is?
I know he's done stuff, but I don't know if any of it was good.
How many they're actually good, or how many are just him playing himself?
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny about 50 playing Boxer too?
What?
Boxer's old profile stated things that he likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
He hates rap music.
Oh my god.
So, let's see. I must be seeing him. Let's see, music.
At least that was his old profile.
Is that why they used a jazz tune for Balrog in the Street Fighter 2 movie?
Yeah, because he doesn't like. He actually originally didn't like rap music at all.
Looking up 50 Cent's career, all I see is either music videos or playing himself. Right now,
pretty much.
All right, Jason Momoa as Blanca is like one of those things you have happen in a Cards Against Humanity match.
Not horrible.
They couldn't
Or-
find a Brazilian or a Latino.
SNL cast. This is like an SNL skit, right?
Legit.
Like here's the thing about Jason Momoa. I like the guy. He's a good
They
actor.
cast
but
him off of hair.
Yeah, like Jason Momoa is one of those actors, like kind of like Jack Black, where you kind of get him to play himself. And no, he's a great actor. I think
Yeah.
he is legitimately a good actor, but he has this aura that you can't.
That's why he's a
He is
better
Rob
cast
Ball.
as
I
Lobo
can't see him
than
as
as
just-
Aquaman.
Blanca.
Oh man, yeah.
Also, Blanca's not a talkative role, and Jason Momoa is best when he can talk.
Maybe this is Street Fighter post Street Fighter 5 Blanca.
And this is very Street Fighter 2 coded, this movie. We know that for sure. All right. Vidyut Jamwal as Dulcine. He's too young, but sure, why not? At least he's correct ethnicity.
Again, no any big roles, but still, I think that's a good, pretty alright casting for for a big. Given he knows martial arts apparently, reading
that's
up his
good.
IMDb. So that's probably so hopefully that adds to his casting, I guess.
Oliver Richards is Zangief. I mean, that's just a big muscly dude. I mean, that's Zangief.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with.
I got no
As
problem.
long
with
Although
that.
I wish they would have casted Miro, but whatever
Yeah.
from WWE. But
All right.
whatever.
Then we start getting into this. This starts working. Hiroki Goto as E Honda. No problem there.
Yeah.
Either.
New Japan. You
Yeah.
ever watch New Japan wrestling?
Get a wrestler to play a
Sometimes we
wrestler.
force you to watch. Sometimes we force you to watch, but
Yeah.
we got a Kamen Rider actor.
Then we have
Technically.
David Dasmalkian as M. Bison, which I do not understand.
don't understand that one at all.
I like the guy. He's a good actor, but he is not M. Bison.
He's great, but
At
why?
all.
Like, if you're not going to cast an ethnically correct Vega, there's your Vega.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're like, oh, we've cast him as Vega. Oh, his name's M. Bison in the U.S. Okay, we've cast him as M. Bison.
Oh, that was definitely, we did catch with Vega. No.
Wait, who's playing Akuma?
Roman
Roman
Reigns. Who
Reigns.
is-
Roman Reigns.
Pretty
Who
sure
I don't
Roman
think of
Reigns
as
is not
Akuma.
Japanese, right?
Yeah,
No,
I was
he's-
saying,
he's
Akuma.
He's Samoan.
Yeah, I think
He's from
pretty-
Samoa.
I remember him being as part of the Hobbs' family in Hobbs and Shaw, which was just The Rock going, I'm gonna hire
I don't-
all the Samoans.
I don't remember Akuma just going, oh, and then I mean, he does say things, but yeah, no, like, oh, jeez.
Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki is an insult.
The only thing somebody made a joke was, he's a joke, Dan's a joke.
I'm
Ah,
not familiar with the guy, but I'm looking at. He looks like he does a lot of comedies.
He's a stand-up comedian that I wouldn't want to meet in a bar.
Is he one of those?
I'm just gonna leave it at that, so I don't get in legal trouble.
Is it one of those? His jokes are tasteful jokes.
No,
Like what the?
he's one of those where it's like, if I met him in person, I'd probably punch him in the face.
Yeah. Well, like, okay, is this a new character for Eric Andre?
We'll get
I
there
don't
in a
recognize
moment.
No,
But
no,
Dan
no.
Hibiki is not a white man.
He's Asian, also.
From Hong Kong.
Hibiki, yeah, I don't, yeah.
Yeah, but again, like, yeah, both Akuma, some of Akuma and Dan, like, their whole
And
thing is
Blanca.
they're Asian. And Blanca, especially I think with Akuma, like, that's gonna mess up the whole. Like, if they ever
Yes.
adapt Goken, that's gonna be weird.
So
Yeah,
Eric Andre
because-
made it into this movie, and he's playing Don Savage, which is
Salvage is tough.
he's a background
again?
character from the Balrog stage, right?
Yep,
Okay,
from
okay.
SF5. He's like Balrog's manager or something like that.
Okay, because I'm a big Street Fighter guy, like, but like even I don't recognize
He's
him.
just in the background. Like, yeah.
This is
But-
a fine
Okay.
part for him to have. Honestly, I don't know.
Isn't the director, didn't he direct Eric Andre?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's probably just one of those, you come in here.
Mel Jarnson as Cammy, and they specifically used the Killer Bee Cammy outfit
I guess
because there's no
I guess-
other new challengers, just Cammy.
He's
yeah,
one
yeah,
of the few that I know is legit.
maybe something tells you she's gotta be like henchwoman then.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I recognize her, actually. She was in Cobra Kai.
She was also in the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie as Nitara.
Oh,
Mhm. Actually,
Cool.
yeah, this is pretty good. Actually, yeah, this is
So
pretty good.
she's fine.
yeah.
This is pretty good casting.
And then
Although,
somehow
again-
Julie's in this movie.
for some reason.
Also,
That's why I'm so confused. Why
absolutely
randomly
no
an Alpha
disrespect
3
to this
character?
woman. I'm not going to try to pronounce her name. I know myself better. I'm not going to walk into the minefield here. I know I can't. I'm going to phonetically sound it out, and no matter what I do, it'll be wrong.
It's
hold on, I got the two actresses mixed up. Julie's actress in Rania was in Cobra Kai. Alexander, it was from Mortal Kombat.
Is it Rania?
She was
Is it
also in
Reina.
Raina, yeah.
Yeah, Raina Valendenheim. I'm not. Oh, see, that's why I shouldn't do it. All right. I'm terrible. I'm so bad. I'm a book reader by heart. I
if Julie's
sound
in there,
out. Yeah.
Where's T-Hawk?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Also, wasn't there a third? Wasn't there a third girl with Cammy's group?
Yeah.
Junie. Junie and Julie.
Yeah. Because the last casting announcement is Alexander. You know what? Not even gonna bother. As Joe.
Is that
Who's
the guy?
Yeah.
Is
Joe is from Street Fighter 1. He's one of the
he?
guys you fight in the US stages. It's Joe and Mike.
Is he also the guy in the intro of Street
In
Fighter?
the intro that punches the
Yeah.
Okay.
white guy, just generic white guy.
That probably is like
Yeah.
a cold open of like Ryu fighting him, and then it's like that's our reference.
Yeah.
Where's Sagat?
To Street Fighter, right?
Where is the guy? You're right.
Is Joe more important than Sagat in Street Fighter lore? No.
Yeah, so like first of all, where's Sagat? Because obviously we're doing all of the base Street Fighter 2, right? And then second of all, like this is the most SNL-ass SNL, not SNL skit that I've seen. Like this is such an SNL cast. Like
for real.
Some of these are good, but like most of them just like all the major ones feel like attention seeking.
A lot of them also screams these are cameo appearances. I feel
Eric
because
Andre
like
is
I
such
feel
a cameo.
yeah, like because I feel like or Vega. Like I feel like they don't want to have a repeat of the original Street Fighter movie of cramming all the goddamn World Warriors into the film. So I feel like have these weird castings because they won't appear too much in the film. Hopefully.
You know what Max said? I saw him talk about the cast. Max said he feels like it's like they just looked at their Instagram followers and were like, all right, these people have...
They looked at the photo and they looked at the Instagram followers and like, those match. God. Yeah, the thing is, I think this is not so much making a Street Fighter movie. This is making a remake of the 90s Street Fighter movie. Because the casting is just as baffling.
Yeah, because again, none of these. I still think. I mean, no matter what, I don't think half these cats are good. But like, if they're like tiny roles, like it's a cameo.
Yeah.
Like Power Rock does not have a big part in this movie. He's just in for a scene. So like, okay, 50 Cent playing him, not good casting still, but like, okay, I can understand it. It's a small part. Give it to a recognized name so they can advertise the movie. That stuff. I mean, again, that's the hopefulness there. Like, realistically, I feel like if this is a good movie, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, probably Guile, and Bison, and maybe one other will probably be like the main cast of the movie. Yeah, Blanca. Yeah, because Jason Momoa. Yeah, are gonna be the actual like main character. Maybe Dulcim also. Will be like actual main cast of it, and all the rest are like all the rest are cameo land, or just like. There's gonna be you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do like one of those like montage tournaments where you see like Ryu and such fighting all these recognizable characters, but they don't have big parts. But they're still playing with big. That's at least what I imagine. Hopefully,
because the thing is, like the '90s movie is also really poorly cast and also great cast at the same time. Like Ming-Na Wen as Chun-Li is amazing casting. Kylie Minogue as Cammy is amazing casting. The Zangief guy was amazing. But then, like,
Raul Julia
is poor casting. He just made the role work because he's an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's not great. M. Bison in terms of you talk about game and Bison, but damn, he owns it, especially for being his last role.
I think that's Malkian's going to do the same thing. I think he's going to own it. But it's weird that they once again cast a skinny, creepy looking M. Bison, not like game M. Bison who's like big and beefy, right?
You said he can play Alpha. He's a balloon.
Exactly. So it's like it's kind of funny. That's why I feel like this casting is kind of in the spirit of the '90s movie. More so than
at least I'm not too into the modern Mortal Kombat movies, but I actually think the casting for those are pretty decent for the most part.
The problem with the most recent one was just they made an OC that was boring as hell and made him the focus of the movie.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
But the casting was great. Like, their Kano was amazing. So, this
I mean,
doesn't feel as strong, though.
I mean, like,
That's for sure.
it's Liu Lee, right? As Liu Kang? He was, like, perfect as
Yeah.
Liu Kang.
Perfect Liu Kang. Well, I don't know why he's not the main character of either movie.
I know, right?
Anyways, let's move along. Speaking of crazy casting, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, not involving Dead Man from DC Comics, just for context. Also not involving Dead Man from Guilty Gear.
I was also thinking you're singing that, like, what's that song? Like, it goes like, Dead Man, da 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 da. But I forget.
Yeah.
I forgot you're singing that song. Like, it sounds like you're singing it for a second there.
So, they finally put the trailer out, and they're doing the same thing they're doing with Frankenstein, where it's going to be in select theaters November 26th, and then it'll be on Netflix December 12th. I think Netflix is going to be doing that because they realized how much money K-pop Demon Hunters made them.
And also, like, the Knives Out movie are pretty damn big, aren't they?
They are. The first one did amazing work, and then Netflix paid a ton of money for the rest of the franchise.
Yeah, because it's one of those things, like, hey, look, people, like, Rian Johnson's a good director when he's not directing Star Wars.
He just it isn't a good fit for Star Wars. So anyways, this movie's got, like, a stacked cast like they usually do. We got, of course, Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. You got Josh O'Connor, Josh Brolin, Glenn Close, Thomas Hayden Church, Kerry Washington, Daryl McCormick, Jeremy Renner, Andrew Scott, Callie Spinney, Mila Kunis, and I think a couple more people that haven't been quite revealed yet. But I thought the trailer looked really good. The thing I like about the Knives Out movies is that each one of them has a different vibe to them, which is very similar to how the old Poirot murder mystery show would go, where, like, each episode was a different vibe, each book was a different vibe, each movie was a different vibe. Like, instead of being, like, it's the same thing each week or each movie, it's, like, completely different vibes going on. It would be really, really cool. So I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't have anything else thoughts on it at the moment because it's a murder mystery. I kind of gotta wait for the thing to play out.
Clues! Hey, Kaus, do you want to talk about Star Trek? Because we all know about your great knowledge of Star Trek.
Oh boy.
Yes. It's Star Trek Day, everybody. It's the anniversary of the U.S. premiere of Star Trek. The Canadian premiere was 2 days prior. So just so you know that Canada's contributions to the world are being diminished. It's funny how anniversaries usually sync up to U.S. dates, right? Everyone makes a big deal of the U.S. dates more so than the actual premiere. But I will say that Star Trek Day, usually for Paramount, big media day. They pull out a bunch of stuff, make a big deal out of it. And this year they decided, well, we just did a merger, and the next year's the 60th, so we'll try next year. So I made this whole graphic for Star Trek Day, and there's, like, basically nothing to talk about. Okay.
Wow.
One of the news stories is just a thing came out. Because I wanted to make it a bit. I didn't even put it in the thumbnail today. You guys notice that? You guys notice? Thank you, Emilio. Happy Star Trek Day as well. Happy Star Trek Day to everybody. So, first things first, the Star Trek Con audio drama that's been floating around for a long time has premiered. The first episode's out today. It's 43 minutes. I did not listen to all of it, but I listened to some of it before the show to make sure I had some context. It is a fully produced audio drama, multiple actors, sound effects, music, vocal effects. It is like a full-on production. It's not like a audiobook reading, right? It is a full produced, full cast thing. We talked about it when it was announced, but George Takei is back as Sulu, and Tim Russ is back as Tuvok. They're kind of in this as, like, kind of framing devices for Khan, and it kind of goes into the backstory of it's supposed to explore the backstory of Khan a little bit more, and goes into some of that. And I like I said, I only listened to the beginning of it, so I haven't heard the Khan voice yet. But from the trailer, I thought it was pretty good. But it's free, it's available. Every episode is going to air weekly through November 3rd, so it's going to be pretty lengthy. And it's on YouTube and every podcast platform, so check it out if you're interested. I thought it was good. So fun times. All right. Next up, LEGO has teased their collaboration with the Next Generation. This comes about a year after Blue Bricks in Europe announced their Star Trek license was ending. because now there's going to be Lego. It was just a little teaser that showed the Star Trek Picard minifigure. Sorry, I just named the title of the show. The Captain Jean-Luc Picard minifigure. My God, my brain's bent.
I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised they didn't reuse Lex Luthor's head for the updating time.
I know. Should I put this on my Professor X to make it more accurate?
Yes.
Yes. So the thing is that this is a teaser, and if you know your Lego leaks, you might know that it might be out there that it's a $400 Enterprise D set that comes with the entire main cast, and we shall see when they do the official reveal. But it is floating about there. There's pictures of it if you want to know.
It's your two rows. Do you want $400 Star Trek Enterprise or your $1,000 Death Star slab?
I think the $400 Enterprise looks like a much better value. Whether I will buy it is going to be up to... I need measurements. Because I am running out of space. And I need measurements. I need to know how big it's going to be. But that's pretty cool. Then to wrap the day out, they announced and released a Star Trek preschool show.
Huh.
Star Trek Scouts.
Because the last Nickelodeon animated Star Trek thing did so well.
Yep, and they have so much confidence in it, it's exclusive to YouTube. And
which, I mean,
it's not even on the Star Trek YouTube page. It is on the YouTube page for
Blaze and the Monster Machine.
Blaze and the Monster Machines.
Which I'm not sure that show's still running, but it might be like rebranded. I won't be surprised.
The channel still has the Blaze and the Monster Machines icon in it. I checked it; they have uploaded new Blaze stuff as of today. So,
never mind then. So like,
they're just dumping
it. Weird because I'm pretty sure it's a Nick Jr. channel.
Yes, it is a Nick Jr. channel. Sure. But it's weird that there's why is this not just on the Nick Jr. channel at that point? Are they trying to get like the audience? They're like, well, Blaze and the Monster Machine's popular. Let's throw them up there. So it's gonna be a short form series, 3 to 4 minute episodes. There's 20 episodes rolling out through into next year. The first 2 are available now. There's one of them where they smash a meatball asteroid in space. I don't want to discourage anything or disparage anything. Well, it's a preschool show, but there was a great kids show for Star Trek that actually felt like Star Trek, and then they canceled it unceremoniously and sold it off to Netflix, where it died.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least it's a preschool show. You know, I mean, I don't want to say that because there should be like good preschool shows like Bluey and such like that out there. But like, so like,
I'm wondering if it's as good as Spidey and His Amazing Friends, or if it's not. I don't know yet.
Yeah, look, I hear 5 minutes, 5-minute episodes. I'm like, I'm already struggling to enjoy Transformers Cyberworld already. And I'm like, oh boy. I mean, at least it's for little kids.
I dropped Cyberworld after the first episode because I just wasn't that interested.
I can't blame you. I'm trying to watch it. I'm trying to watch it from when the episodes come, and it's a struggle to like it. I want to like it, but it's that 5-minute runtime. It's hurting.
I had trouble getting through the intro. They posted this trailer video, and I had trouble getting through it. I was just like, Like Nintendo to give it a chance, like Young Jedi. Yeah, I'm gonna make my mom watch the first episode with me, so that's gonna be a fun experience later.
I mean, at least it doesn't waste too much time.
At least it's short. Because like I watched I think I watched most of the first season of Young Jedi Adventures because it was actually pretty good. And I watched some of Spidey's Amazing Friends, which was also pretty good. It's just I just can't sit through preschool shows for too long. I'm 30 years old.
I think the reason why Bluey is so well liked and why it's like the biggest of these because I think even the creators said this, like they know parents are watching these shows with their little kids. They want to make it tolerable, not only make it tolerable for them, but also like they can. There's a lot. I know they like tell stories that fathers can really relate, and that's why there's such
Bluey feels more like a family show than a preschool show.
You know what I mean?
It's a family. It's a family show intended for preschool.
That's kind of what the vibe is. This feels like if you're not 3, this is not for you.
Like
like that's the best way to. Like I don't know much about Bluey. I know more about Tiny Chef ever since its cancellation than I needed
Tiny
to know,
Chef
and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Tiny Chef is like this one where it's like, oh, I'm a preschool show, but I'm gonna make a lot of really bad references for adults, and I'm just like. You're learning from the Beetlejuice method. I appreciate this.
No, like Tiny Chef singing Bad Guy by Billie Eilish is funny because I went and listened to the original version of Bad Guy. I was like, oh, this is a song about an abusive boyfriend. Tiny Chef made it seem cute.
Oh no, I I just want one of those boomerang loops of him on the pan flute.
Yes. Love Tiny Chef's on a road trip right now, and his like basically they've just been uploading like YouTube shorts of him on a road trip, and he was just like singing road trip songs. And
my favorite,
so good.
My favorite was when he put in his audition tape for Transformers.
Yes, the Transformers audition tape. He did a progressive audition tape as well, and I was like, you should replace everybody in progressive. You're great. Tiny Chef is like the best. I think the reason Tiny Chef works as well is because like the Tiny Chef show was very much like geared for preschoolers and stuff, but the YouTube channel stuff is a little bit edgier, a little bit older, right? It's still all of it's appropriate for kids, but the YouTube stuff is a little bit edgier, so it works for me, you know. Yeah,
the guy literally made it. Like I feel like the guy made it for kids, but he's also like I need to also make something that's like adorably hilarious for like the adults too. That'll get my
it's like really good preschool preschool stuff where they treat their they don't treat their audience like idiots pretty much. They
I mean the fact that he decided to address cancellation and
then make a whole arc of the character recovering from depression has been so uplifting. I gotta tell you. Yeah. No. Shout out Tiny Chef. We stopped talking about this, but long story short, it's out there. I'll watch it later. News. I was gonna say they're also Star Trek is returning to the Rose Bowl parade because we're strapped for news right now. And then Webtoon is going to be getting a digital comics from Star Trek. Apparently, they're also going to be adding new comics as well as existing comics.
Oh, yeah, because I know
as long as it's not comics about Paul.
They already had.
Because I know IW's been doing that. Because I think IW and Webtoon made a deal. Because I know some IW
they made a deal. They started adding a bunch of Sonic and Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the toy news. Just give me a minute to like pull up all these links. I will say that like is the Paramount thing is holding up any significant Star Trek news, but I think also at the same time they're like, let's just not do anything this year. It's the 59th anniversary.
Paramount, man, I don't know what's going. I know the whole deal thing's happened, merger thing's been going on, but man, like they've been a mess.
They've been a mess for a while, and then now that the merger's done, everybody's knocking on the door, being like, "I want money to make thing."
I still do not believe that Tales of the TMNT season 2, 3, and 4. I don't know what.
Playmates, I do not believe those are real. I think Playmates is. I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Playmates is alleging that there's a season 2, 3, and 4 of Tales of the TMNT. There is zero proof they even made season 2.
I know, right? I hear that it's like, wow, you're smoking, Playmates. There's no evidence.
I don't mean this in any way. Legally speaking, I do not know any means of the deal. Do not take this as official thing. But my gut instinct is that Playmates was looking at Ninja Turtles sales dying and trying to get investors to be excited and being like, look, we've got a toy brand that has 4 seasons of a TV show and another movie coming up. But there's zero backing to say they even made season 2, considering when season 1 aired, Chris Yost was like, I don't know if we're making season 2. They haven't told us yet.
Yeah, I know. Like, if Chris Yost says in Playmates, like, what?
And Playmates was like, oh, season 2 will debut later this year. And we're like, okay, there's no evidence they even made one, but sure, say that. That's fine. It makes sense for it, too.
God, what if they did the great old adage of Voltron Legendary Defender? Oh, season 2 is just the last batch of episodes. That's the thing is that they had gotten. Remember how they did that with Legendary Defender, where they made like a
Well, that's Netflix. That's Netflix 101. Netflix will say like, oh, this show's been renewed for season 2 and 3, but it's actually they ordered 26 episodes and they just split it into 3 chunks.
Yeah, that could be the case, but like even then,
I don't think it's the case for this. It's not the case for this because Chris Yost's exact words, because I keep having to check the quote all the time every time I hear Playmates going on about it. His exact words as showrunner was, we have ideas for season 2, but we haven't been told to start writing it yet. And that was August of last year. Even if they start writing the next day, the season would not be coming out this year.
Yeah, because the show came out beginning of last year, right? Because
August 9th, 2024 is on my birthday.
Yeah, because if it was one of those like they split the season in half, we should have gotten it by now.
Yeah,
gotten it by now. I feel like scenario.
Exactly, and they've had Turtles panels at 4 conventions so far, and nothing.
Yeah,
The only time we hear about Tails is from Playmates in a product catalog.
Like, in Playmates,
meaning, so it's just Playmates doing what they usually do, scam.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, they do, because Playmates is the same company that loves to cancel figures, even though they meant the complete sets. So, like, I heard, like those high school outfit turtles for Tails for Team Mutant Mayhem, they released Raph and Mikey, and they showed prototypes of Donnie and Leo, and never released, because apparently the Raph and Mikey sold not great. And
maybe if you put out all 4 of them at once instead of splitting them across waves.
I know, right? Like, that's the problem. It's like, geez, I think they'll sell well. You sell all 4 turtles.
Also, how could they sell poorly? My stores never had that assortment. Like, the stores, the thing is, like, and also the problem too is it wasn't in the Tails line. It was in the Mutant Mayhem line based on the video game tie-in.
So it's like it was a separate way.
I love how TMNT. I love how TMNT has had more struggles than Power Rangers, but yet somehow TMNT is the cockroach that still survives.
Well, that's the problem right now with TMNT. Is since everything needs to be tied into Mutant Mayhem as the big universe, they're stuck in Limbo universe right now.
Yep. By the way, guys, this is Wheels. In case this is your first stream, I'm sorry if this is your first stream. We're usually much better than this, but it's just one of those days. One of those days. Toy news. Hasbro announced their New York Comic-Con plans. They are going to have a Marvel and Star Wars combined panel on Thursday, October 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern.
I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. You're probably going to be out of class, probably.
Sorry, Star Wars fans. The Marvel team's probably going to take the entire runtime.
Zell's game, remember that Transformers Power Rangers dual stream? I was getting plastic of that.
There's also going to be a Transformers G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters panel on October 10th. Don't expect any reveals for Transformers. The panel specifically said updates.
Don't expect anything for Ghostbusters.
No, actually, do expect something for Ghostbusters. The panel description said, Transformers, look for updates for Transformers for pre-order windows, look for new reveals for G.I. Joe, and Ghostbusters updates on the Kenner Retro Collection.
Okay, I was like, what can they show for Ghostbusters? Okay.
Yeah, they've shown a third of next year's Transformers.
Exactly, same thing, Ryan. I love how me and Ryan are both like, Cap.
Yep. It's the Kenner Retro stuff. I need the glow-in-the-dark stuff that they kind of teased and showed.
That's killing me.
Yes. So, I was going to say,
I don't know.
For Transformers, we've seen a third of 2026 already. There's nothing to reveal at this point. It's just going to say, you can pre-order Amalgamus Prime on, October 25th at 9 in the morning or something. I don't know. Like, whatever it's going to be.
You can pre-order this weird, shallow-colored Prime on a Tuesday or a Thursday from Target. Like, come on.
We'll change our minds last minute when it's actually going up. All right.
Exactly.
Moving on. Todd has been quiet, and then suddenly we start getting teaser images for a bunch of stuff going up for pre-order. We have worst Batman costume I've ever seen, the Earth 2 Society one.
What's up with the mustache? Like, yuck. This is like, you.
Moving on. Batman in the Mobius chair, which is a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. For some reason, he still has a cape, which he should not have.
Yeah, you should have to. Because I think at the Toy Fair, or Comic-Con, the digital runners did not have the cape.
Yeah, they didn't.
Finally, weird. But I see this like, this is the setup for this is the set that went nowhere.
Yep.
technically.
We get Black Mask as Batman instead of, I don't know, Black Mask.
This is a weird thing because apparently when Black Mask was like, did he get canceled for DC Classic or was he barely released?
No, he did get released, but he was in the subscription service.
Yeah, because I guess probably Black Mask is just mob boss, so I guess he just cannot sell him.
But this isn't gonna sell any better.
this is the same problem. This is the same thing with the Two-Face Batman they released. Also, it's like, why are you releasing the Batman? Like, demonstrates Batman.
Like, if you're gonna just do a figure that only is just a new head sculpt, put a Black Mask skull on the existing suit body. You're done. Like,
yeah.
Hey, remember the time we met a version of Black Mask?
Yes.
Times.
All right.
I mean, like, I also the skull paint actually looks really damn good.
It does.
I think, yeah, but I guess it's just Todd's like, cool skeleton Batman, buy it.
Yep. Women exist again. Here's Batgirl.
No, I would say, Todd, come on. Can we not use another female body.
Nope, we gotta reuse the Three Jokers mold.
No, there's not. No, there's not the Three Jokers mold. This is the original Batgirl mold.
Oh my god, it is. Why the hell is it that one? It is. That's right.
Yeah,
oh my god, it is the first one.
Because it's the same body used for Cassandra and Stephanie, and I think for Batwoman. I still need to pick up that 3-pack. Yeah, but I did all 3 Batwoman. All use the same Batgirl.
Why not use the Three Jokers body? It was a much bigger improvement.
I know. It just. I mean, like,
when you mean bigger, do you mean actual joints, or do you mean anything else that I need to be aware of?
The joints are better on the Three Jokers Batgirl. That's why I have all the Three Jokers figures, just by hating that comic.
I just find it funny that like all three Batgirls are on the same body.
This is like when we got a combiner of female Transformers and all 4 limbs are the same mold.
Yeah. Also, like, this is the kind of problem with Todd reusing this body fight. Classic Batgirl has all like modern comic detailing on the body mold.
Yeah. Also, that her logo's too big because of it.
Yep. That's the problem. That's the problem. Reuse if you don't reuse smartly.
Nice head sculpt though.
Yeah.
Dr. Midnight, who got all the new part budget, apparently.
I guess, yeah. No, those boots look familiar. I think I've seen those boots. So he has a lot more. His torso is completely. Torso and head is completely new at the very least.
It looks nice. Then adding to this, we got a couple more reveals. We got Hush Riddler. Hey, look, it's a suit body you could slap Black Mask's head on.
He does look nice.
He does look really nice.
I forgot how handsome he looks during Hush.
Yeah, Jim Lee was like, "What if we just make him a heartthrob?" I was like, "All right."
I know, right?
And then, oh, by the way, none of these will be red platinum because all of these are going up for pre-order. So, and then we got Scarecrow, who looks much better here. I thought Scarecrow looked too beefy in the render. He looked like he was ballooned up.
It's reusing the Jokerized Batman mold, or the Batman who last pre-Xenobite transformation.
Yeah,
that's a clever reuse. That's smart reuse right there. Actually.
It is. That actually works really well. But pretty cool. All right, Jada Toys put up the pre-order for Frosty the Snowman. He's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. He comes with parts to be the snowman, and then, of course, he comes with the rabbit and the magic hat, and then he comes with an alternate head that makes him, Frosty the Snowman.
Oh my god, the rabbit's actually posable, and that'll be a static figure, but he has like a waist joint, ear joints, and leg. Like, my god, they didn't need to make the rabbit into a posable figure.
The ears are individually articulated because Jada's just built different.
I know. I want to get this, but my budget, it's coming out at a bad time where other pre-orders are happening. I'm like, I want you, but I can't.
SH Figure Arts Billy Kid from Zenless Zone Zero.
Zenless Zone Zero. He looks great. I can't. I want to hope that this means more, but they only did 1 figure for Genshin Impact and only 1 figure Honkai Star Rail.
And he's also P Bandai.
Wait, really? He's P Bandai.
Of course.
Is he P Bandai in Japan or P Bandai in general?
He's P Bandai in Japan. He's probably going to be retail in the US because he doesn't have a P Bandai US page.
Okay, good. Because I do want to pick
this
one
and Gohan are not P Bandai here. They're actually retail in the US, which is crazy.
But they're also goddamn expensive.
Yep. This guy's also 9,000 yen.
Yeah, god damn it. But like, I do want, because I do love the game, and like, I want my gay robot. He is so flamboyant in the game. I love it.
He's great. He looks cool. All right, Dramatic Capture. What is this? Dramatic Capture Decepticons Part 2. It is Skywarp on the Earthrise mold, and then cartoon accurate Insecticons. All of these are pretty much set to be coming out in Studio Series 86 next year. If you don't want this set, but if you're trying to mold match, that's a good way to get it.
Is Insecticons getting re-released or new molds?
No idea, because we just have listings for the Insecticons.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah, we don't know what that entails, but
I like the photos of all of them just chumming out, just eating Energon.
Oh yeah, that's right. The accessories are kind of that there was something to talk about here. The accessories are kind of awesome because they got fully painted versions of the Megatron gun, the Soundwave cassette tape, the reflector camera, and the Shockwave gun, which all came in a part set way back.
Yeah, it came with the KSI drone, or wherever I thought because that
Megatron. It was the Centurion drone set, came with accessories that sold out, and then they never replenished it, even though it was in hot demand. And all of those were single color mold pieces. These are actually like fully painted.
Well, yeah, because the Megatron the Megatron sculpt, gun sculpt is different from the 86 later accessory sculpt.
So it's cool though that they included that. It kind of gives this set some prominence. You got Energon cubes plus the cool accessories. So,
all right, is it time to talk about your boy?
My boy, The Missing Link Ultra Magnus. There's a lot to talk about here, so I'm just going to kind of keep it brief.
$3 million.
Well, I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, I've seen much more expensive.
Much worse. Yeah.
So we got this. We got the stock images for him. So first of all, he has knees because Takara works in black magic.
I need to see that video because I know there's a video. I need to see how these legs work.
Yes, there is a video. The way it works.
See how my legs work.
Basically, it uses the same mold for the convoy body inside. And
yeah, which I figured. Yeah,
the legs fold up now backward so that the knee joint in the skeleton works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. And then the hips actually still function. So he can fit his box art. He still has all of his modes from the original toy packaging. Of course, car carrier, jet carrier, and then
the weird-ass
massage
repair bay.
Yes,
Yeah.
massage repair bay. You can massage his chest.
Oh, yes.
You also get like the battle station mode, the missile launcher mode with the arms. They had all kinds of different modes on display.
I'm about to say I never realized Magnus had this many. I mean, it's all
Yes.
just different positions, but I never realized.
Just so everybody knows,
modes.
the base modes have always been a halfway step between transformations since 1986.
Yes.
But it's got all the modes that were on the Takara box. He also comes with his buddy, who has a name now, and its name's Deerstalker.
Which that's interesting, man.
Don't understand that concept, but it's very interesting.
Listen. If
here's
you
our
want to go
side by
hunting,
side-
you're going to
side by
stalk
side
deer.
between the two.
What do you not get? What don't you get?
What is it?
You're stalking deer when you're hunting them.
Yeah,
It's a deer hunter.
okay, but why is he a deer?
He saw what Optimus
know.
did. He saw what Skybound Optimus did.
And he wants revenge.
Yeah,
Also, we
ask-
thought the
ask
Microman
them.
figure for the robot buddy was going to be Spike or something, but it's just a Microman figure. It's just a Diaclone. It's not a Microman,
Yeah.
sorry, a Diaclone miniature.
Yeah, because I thought it was Spike. It had like similar like shirt patterns, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a generic Micro Man.
It looks really damn cool.
Chrome.
And we got more details on it. They put out a transformation video to show how it works, which I think is awesome. Because it's kind of like blows my mind. Like it's a huge upgrade. And then we got an interview with the designer. Here's the highlights. It's the 10th entry in Missing Link, so they want to make a big product for the occasion. Also of note, as we were speculating what was the second color going to be, only one color went up for pre-order. Just Toy Magnus. No anime color, no Delta Magnus. Those may be
I feel like they're still coming just later.
this thing's 27,500 yen.
Ugh.
Yeah. Some parts, like the head, were originally cast as one single piece, are now made into separate parts for more precise painting. It now includes the matrix, and the armor's chest protector can be removed to reveal it. That is one of my favorite features, is that you can take the chest plate off and you can fit the matrix in it. So it works.
Can you
like
hold
the
it?
movie.
Can you hold it? Go, damn it!
I don't think you can hold it, but he's at least got that. The white Optimus-like inner robot has the same die-cast parts as Missing Link C01, the Convoy release. No spring-loaded missiles due to safety rules. Lots of details about articulation, and they said after Nemesis Prime, there are plans for proper Missing Link Decepticons.
I find it interesting that
No, wait, yes,
I find it
Megatron.
I find it interesting that said they removed the spring load feature for safety issues, but like these are for adult collectors.
Yes, but there are still safety restrictions in Japan even about stuff.
They don't want their 40-year-olds choking on it.
Yeah, it's because the missiles are still removable. They're still separate pieces, but the missile firing is not happening because I from what I know, the original missiles.
Have you ever been
were
hit with an
insane.
80s?
Yeah.
Have you ever been hit with an 80s missile launching gimmick? No, you don't want that smoke. Early 90s toys had some of that shit. I remember I put out someone's eye once.
Because I was going to say,
Wasn't my eye.
adding to it, the big thing of they kept the missiles on the reissue, the Encore reissue, the 2000s, but they had to be extended so that way the missiles were heavier, so they didn't have as much impact. So these are normal-sized missiles.
Okay, funny story, guys.
Yes,
guys, funny story. Treadmaster's Mega Godzilla blasting effect that you get with the Attacks New York playset. Yeah, you don't like. I think I showed it in one of my videos, and I said, if you see how fast that flew, you never actually want to target this at somebody. It's worse than a BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it helped that the usually are pointy, so it kind of is sharp a little bit.
Yeah, no. If you know anything about how bad spring-loaded gimmicks are, like everyone's like, "Oh, they were never that bad. They were never." No, you've never seen Transformers, you've never seen Treadmasters, Godzilla, and you've never seen some of the weird Toy Biz Spider-Man toys back in the day. They went far, they went fast, they were small, and they were murderous.
Remember when Toy Biz had the plastic tips with the paper spring, like here's how it works.
Yeah,
they had these like missiles that were paper, and you rolled the paper up and you squished them down and put them into the missile launcher. So it's this plastic tip, and you'd shoot it, and that would hit somebody like a BB gun to the forehead because it was
or not.
Yeah, it was intense, so intense.
Yeah, okay. Like I'm gonna say this right now. As a little kid, I used to like chase my cat down with it, not knowing how bad it was. Like me, like the 4-year-old, I would chase the cat with it, not knowing how bad it was.
If you want to see something powerful, look at the old Lego cannon missiles.
Yes,
like those things were powerful.
Those things were intense, and I had a figure of I think it was Omega Red that had a 4-barreled missile launcher with all those squishy plastic tipped missiles, all 4, and I could fire them like rapidly. That's an insanely deadly toy. Gotta tell you, Hitman would have a day with that. Like Agent 47 could kill 3 people with that.
Yeah, the triggers are very sensitive. Those
they're all hair triggers. Yeah, you can just fire it off immediately.
Dude, just trying to load. Okay, just trying to load the Godzilla I mentioned.
You
could end up shooting yourself in the eye.
Yeah, so you load the missile,
just fires back out at you.
Yeah, right, back at you.
Oh, totally.
That's why I'm kind of glad missile firing gimmicks are dead. Plus, they also would like ruin toys. Like if they were guns, they're like, we'll make the front of the barrel of the gun the actual missile, and then it like ruins all your Transformers toys.
Yeah. And if you lose that missile, that gun looks ugly.
Cybertron Hotshot.
Yep.
That's the thing with Magnus, why I never got a G1 Magnus. I could never get one with the missiles. Because if the missiles aren't there, it doesn't look right. Like, if it's just the cannons, it doesn't look right. You gotta have the red missiles. Okay, let's go to the wow, my voice cracked like crazy.
Oh, great, the fourth testicle.
The legendary 4th testicle is dropping. All right, Marvel Legends news. First of all, not Marvel Legends, but
weird.
The Fantastic Four movie came together really quick, and I wonder. We talk about maybe that like it coming out so close to Superman may have hurt its box office a little bit. I think maybe the product wasn't ready because what do you mean? There's now a toy line.
Yeah, so
the movie came out more than a month ago. And now the toys start hitting. We got a Titan Hero Series Galactus, which, hey, 14 inches of Galactus for $20. That's a deal you can only... I can't finish that sentence for legal reasons.
No. Finish it for your pleasure.
It doesn't look too horrible.
That's the kind of deal you can only get on Sunset Boulevard. Anyways.
It doesn't look too horrible. I mean, there's barely no paint, but like, hey, like you can just paint that yourself, I guess.
Also, compared to Hasbro Titan figures, he actually has elbows, and they're swivel elbows. He has knees that are swivel knees. He's got movable shoulders and hips. Like, he's actually articulated. They looked at
He's literally just a Marvel legend.
Oh, crap, we should
He's literally a build-a-figure Marvel legend. Accept it, take it, and cherish it.
Yeah, he does all he's missing is an ab crunch or something.
I'm going to wait till after New York Comic-Con because I remember the X-Men 97 Sentinel, right? Because here's the thing, right? We got the Haslab Sentinel, then we got the Titan series X-Men 97 Sentinel, then we got the made-to-order Marvel Legends one. So we have Haslab Galactus, now we have Titan Galactus. Are we going to get made-to-order Galactus?
I mean, at least with Sentinels, you can just add them to the army. Army, I guess.
That's why I'm waiting to buy this. If we go through New York Comic Con and they don't announce a made-to-order Galactus, I'll just buy this. Be happy. But I don't need to get it otherwise. I have too many Galactuses running around.
And one of them, I think you can use as a bludgeoning weapon. As I recall, there was like a whole.
The Haslab one is not as sturdy as the Marvel Universe one because the Marvel Universe one has 3 AA's in it.
Yep.
So, adding to this, Hasbro made a Fantasticar toy, and we just found out about it because people have images. You can't buy it anywhere yet, but it is a Fantasticar for the Epic Heroes line, which is their 3 3/4-inch figures.
No. It's called Epic World of Adventures now, which is a much stupider name.
So the Epic Heroes line, it actually has the foldable tires to go to the hover mode, which I think is badass. It also has an optional arm that you can attach to have Johnny clipped to the side to fly alongside of it.
Yes. Also, unlike most of the X Jet, for example, it looks like you can fit at least 3 or 4 characters in the car.
Yes,
of it, which is like really
you can actually fit 3 figures in the car, and you have Johnny flying outside. And then we saw this image, which showed like Sue with Franklin and Herbie, and it's like, so where's the rest of the figures? Because the box shows that it comes with shirtless Thing, and guess what? There is a box set with all the other characters. You get Johnny, you get Sue, you get Reed, you get Thing, and you get Herbie and Franklin. Again, where were these for the movie?
Here's the thing. Also, what's weird is on Big Bad, at least, there's a listing for a single-carded shirtless Thing, like the vehicle toy. So,
well, there's also there's a normal Titan. There's a Titan Hero Series thing.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check.
Check if it's the Epic Heroes or if it's because the Titan Heroes one is shirtless. I didn't include that because I didn't think it was that.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, because let me double check.
But anyways, Reed's got a stretchy arm. Sue's invisible. Johnny's got a flame effect. Like this is. I don't know if there's going to be a wave of figures because like there was the X-Men box set that included Gambit only, but everything else was in the other stuff.
It is the Titan Heroes.
It's the Titan Heroes. Okay.
Thing. Oh yeah.
So yeah, you do get 2 versions of Thing between them. There's not a regular Sue and not a regular Johnny, but maybe there is if there is a single carded wave. We don't know if there is because Hasbro never talks about their kids' lines. Also, the movie's been out for over a month, and this is the first we've heard of toys.
I know. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty damn good box set, honestly.
It is.
like the fact that it includes Herbie and Franklin, honestly, is like, it kind of makes me want to pick it up, plus with the Fantastic... Like, this is the Fantastic cards. Like, damn, I kind of want to pick these up, honestly.
Honestly, I think it's a good, that's a good set of toys right there to have the car and the figures. And again,
I also kind of like the
why were they so delayed from when the movie came out?
I also kind of like the Flame on Johnny a little more than the Legends. Honestly, I like the fire sculpting. On
That's because the Legends Johnny's reusing the mold from the regular Johnny.
Yeah,
this one doesn't.
That's
they added the fire. There's more fire on his body. It's not all overlay pieces.
I did love Reed this weirdo extendo hand feature.
Otherwise, I mean, these look great. I hope they
are
easy to get.
Technically, this is actually the only film accurate ding. Technically,
yes. Aside from that one scene.
Yeah, because the only time we've seen shirtless Ding was at the beginning, because the rest of the movie has the beard when he's shirtless.
Yeah. And then we have a Marvel Legends exclusive for fall conventions, which is going to be for New York Comic Con, MC in London, etc. It is a Super Skrull that I think looks worse than the previous one.
So
he is pinless now, but like, I get why they wanted to do like a flame on lower body, but why is it just a straight cut? Why is there zero transition?
It looks like it just looks like pants. Also, it's only pinless on the body. The other arms are still pinned.
Yeah.
But my problem with this is there's someone missing.
Yes. On the old one, the invisible arm the stretchy arm was invisible, so it represented Sue's powers. Sue's powers aren't represented here.
Like, why? The Super Skrull is known for one thing, using all 4 Fantastic Four powers at the same time.
And so I would have made the legs invisible instead.
Yeah, because they still have the flame effect you can put on the Ding arm for Johnny. Why not just make the legs clear for Sue? It's just weird.
Also, they added one new snarling head, but everything else is reused. It's I'm actually glad because I don't have to worry about this at all.
Because I'm assuming the original figure came with the grinning teeth head. Is the yelling one?
He came with 2 heads. He had 2 heads. He had the grinning teeth and the smirk. It's the angry head that's new. The angry head's new.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if the Spider Woman 2-pack was came with new parts either.
Oh, that had a ton of new parts because they had the cape and it had the heads on that were different because it had Black Bolt's head.
Design. The tuning fork. Yeah, it did have the tuning fork.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I mean this is good if you don't have them, but I think the older one's much better.
My biggest problem, I'm probably gonna get it because I don't have a Super Skrull, but I still don't get why there's no Sue.
I would Google the price on a Super Skrull Build-A-Figure because that wave shelf formed like crazy. Price comparison shopping. Anyways, and then lastly, we are getting a Marvel Legends stream tomorrow, which I guess
they're not dead.
I guess they hired somebody. But Dan Yoon said tomorrow will not be filled with a lot of new reveals, some recaps, and some housekeeping on pre-order dates, some comic-related figs, and a Gamerverse item. There's another mini comics wave that already went up for pre-order on Walmart without any details, so that's probably getting revealed tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they said we will have more conventions in the fall. This is kind of like a catch-up and then leads you into, we're going to go to a bunch of conventions and show like 1 or 2 figures here and there.
Yeah, because what they need to do, because Max Deadpool, Strong Guy, there's probably some others.
Technically, they need to recap Comic-Con because they didn't actually do a San Diego Comic-Con recap video.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
Because they did the one at the show, but they didn't do like here, let's look at the figure deep dive. Like last year, they did a bunch of them at the show, and then they had fan streams after Comic-Con where they deep dived onto all the reveals.
Oh, and they
didn't do that this year because Hasbro fired the guy running the streams.
Yep. Thanks.
So, yeah, that's it. We did it. We did it. We did it in 3 hours, despite all the technical problems.
All the problems happened during this stream.
Oh my god, we made it.
You need a break.
I do. We're gonna wrap this thing out right now.
I do too.
Let's plug in dip because I'm toast.
So what's coming to the channel this week, Soundout?
Friday. No, Wednesday. That's Wednesday's in 2 days, right?
Yes. Wednesday
will be my review and history coverage of the Ben 10 Complete Collection DVD from Warner Brothers.
I helped them a lot.
Yes.
With this one.
I spent 3 hours filming it on Friday.
Oh, I'm not surprised, honestly. That sets.
Yes, because we've talked about the Ben 10 set. They solved the issue. The corrected set solves the issue of 40 missing episodes. It does not solve all the other problems with the set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's.
I honestly can't wait for that video.
It's going to be fun. I tried to make sure that I kept. I tried to make sure it didn't become a rant video because it easily could have. I wanted to make sure I kept level-headed throughout it. You know, like I wanted.
You need to make sure all the facts are there.
Facts are there. Facts are important. Positives need to be highlighted. Negatives need to be pointed out. I wanted to make sure I got it like clear cut as to how I feel about it, and also my final conclusion. Like, if anyone's wondering, should I buy the set? I will have a final conclusion statement, and I will say it is insanely similar to what I said at the '87 Ninja Turtles DVD set.
I'll just say is if it's on deep discount, then I'll recommend it pretty much. Is pretty much
my main statement is just like with Turtles. Sadly, this is the best we're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I go into all of it. I go into the duplicated contents. I go into the episode order problems. I go into the fact that 10 of my discs are on recordable discs and not press discs.
God, that was a rabbit hole.
That actually is the ranty part of the video. There is a lot. You guys are going to enjoy it. I don't want to spoil too much about it. I would say if you're planning to buy the new set, wait till you see my video. I will give you all the information you need to make an informed decision.
Also be cautious because
I don't want to say I did find Ben 10 News tweeted out the old barcode versus the new barcode, so I included that in the video.
Well, that's if only in stores. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Good luck trying to do that online.
I was checking. Everything online was delisted for the old set from the first-party sellers. Third-party sellers still had it up, but Amazon took down the page for the old set and they put up a new page for the remade set. So if you're ordering from Amazon, the page that's up that you can actually order from is only the new set.
Okay.
So, but also it's good to have the barcode information. I got all that in there. I got everything I could. It is good. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I'm going to be editing it tomorrow. That's like my goal for tomorrow because I got it all filmed ahead of time. It is, Blade Raider. It is a nightmare of a release for sure. I will also say that I don't know what Friday's video is. I need to get over the Ben 10 hump, and then I can get into making another video for Friday. But it's going to be a lot less workload intensive than the Ben 10 one is. The Ben 10 one is a lot. The Friday video is going to be a little bit easier for me to make as the compromise, right? Like that'll be the balance. I'm just putting the Ben 10 one out on Wednesday because it's the day after the new set comes out. So I want to make sure I got it out right away.
I mean, the good thing is, did you tell the funny story how you got it in the video?
I didn't tell it in the video because I kind of wanted to leave it. Like I felt like it was too distracting and too off topic. I'll tell the story next week on the stream because it's a little bit too lengthy for
I
right
did.
now.
I have a feeling that video would do well, honestly, because I don't think there's still like a big video covering the new set. But
Yeah,
also,
I don't want to say that nobody's done a good video on it because people have done comparisons between the old set and the new set and all that. I'm going to be the only one that went disc by disc to talk about the contents.
Also, it's also because the way how that said it's practically a history video. So
yes.
also,
if you guys, guys, don't ask for a home video history for Ben 10 because that's what that set is. That's what that video is. I got so deep. I got so deep into it. It's nuts. Also, it reminds me I need to post the now that I've announced the video's coming. I'm gonna go post the spreadsheet for the episode correction in the Discord.
Oh God, good luck! People trying to watch Omniverse in order. Good luck. You're gonna be You're gonna be swapping disc a lot.
Oh God, it's so bad. Anyways, you guys want to promote your stuff? By all means.
What do you do? What do you
Psycho,
do
as I announced top of the stream, new Sentai Showcase is coming as early as next week, as late as the end of the month. Yeah. Kennedy.
What do you do tomorrow?
I think Persona 5 Royal, where I'm getting to the second palace, and
Have you met Yusuke yet?
He showed up, but they haven't officially met him yet. That's what I'm going to do. And Soundout won't have to worry about playing. He can just show up.
Which is good because I'm probably still going to be editing Ben 10 when your stream's on.
And there you go. And you told me this is to preview it. This is worse than Turtles, so that's gonna be fun to see when it's finally up.
I'm excited for everybody to see it. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't. Not with the help I did, but just like I've been waiting for you to rip that set apart because that set makes me so angry. How bad that
and it's on right. It's on Twitch.tv/FighterCows.
Yes,
right.
which I'm putting the link.
I was like, where is? I was like, let's watch where. Oh, right.
Veloquence, I have toyed with the idea of doing Pokemon home video history, and I think I'll do it someday. I don't know when I'm going to do it because I need to just
that's a good one.
Work on it. That is such a mess, and I'm not personally emotionally
Pokemon home
invested.
video is bad.
Yes,
I was going to say I was waiting for Wheels to bring it up.
I was going to say I'm not personally invested in it, so I can cover it, and it won't stress me out.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, let me say this. It's so bad. If Soundout actually did it, I'd have to host it and then complain why I don't actually own most of Pokemon on home video and just pirated it.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, in terms of you want to time it, Legends EA comes out like end of October, but I don't think you have enough time.
I don't have time. The Tron viewing guide is going to be the big October video. So
maybe when the next generation gets announced.
I mean, they do know Pokemon.
I'll tell you this right now.
I can wait.
Pokemon on home video is a mess. It's a damn mess because I don't even think all the special episodes were released in the American releases.
Nope.
Like if you
know
missed it
what's
on
great,
TV,
guys?
you missed it on TV.
You know what's so great? Our home video releases for Pokemon are a complete disaster that makes Dragon Ball look like it was done well, and yet it's better than Japan, which got nothing.
For Pokemon?
Yes, their show does not have any home video releases.
Oh wow.
They have like none, if any. It's like just the movies.
Only the movies.
And like the Pikachu shorts.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. I didn't know about that.
They don't get the show on disc.
Jeez. Wow.
Craziness.
They explain why all the subtitle versions of older Pokemon episodes always had the TV like clock thing in the top right corner.
It's like literally, exactly. It's why most of the lost episodes are all home video rips. It's all like, that's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Like the banned episodes.
Has Horizon even got a home media release yet?
No, because I think the last thing they put out was the last Sun and Moon season. Not Sun.
Yeah, because I don't even think Journey.
Sword and Shield. Wow, I just put the gap in Pokemon of me actually playing and caring about the franchise. I just put that in as like there was nothing between those two things. They're like it just went from Sun and Moon to Horizons. There was nothing in the middle. I'm actually gonna go check it out now. What was the most recent Pokemon season on DVD?
I think it was Journey, like the complete Journey season was like the first season of Journeys was the last home media release. I'm pretty sure.
Wheels, Journey's complete series came out. Let's see, when did it come out?
It was recent.
July 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah, that was recent. Wheels, what's our awesome site?
Hero-Club.com. Follow us across social media using Hero Club for Life, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.tv. We stream on Twitch Wednesdays and Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays is our news stream. Fridays is our game night. Other than that, just go check out our past freaking interviews with guests. We should probably have one up sometime this month that we shot like a month ago or so. I just gotta double check Soundout's edits and make the thumbnail, and then I can schedule it up and put it out there. And then you can all meet. What was it, Devil Larry or what? What was the cat's name or the dog's
Evil
name?
Larry.
Was it Devil Larry?
Evil Larry.
Evil Larry. Yeah, Evil Larry. Yeah, y'all can meet Evil Larry. Because our guest had a dog, and that dog was evil. It was pretty funny.
Quick update on the gunship.
Oh, what?
It funded.
I funded? Hey!
It's at 8,206 backers out of 8,000. There's 3 hours and 56 minutes to go. Do you think they're going to get to 12,000 for all the tiers?
That's a stretch.
No.
At least they're getting their gunship.
I don't think so.
Star Wars Vintage Collection fans realize that if this thing failed, they're never getting a Vintage Collection Haslab again, and I think they backed it.
I think the funniest thing was Soundout talked me out of it, too.
Yes.
And that's the thing. And at least the tiers are just glup shitos that I think most people don't care for. They just want the ship.
Yeah, the tiers don't make sense, and the people that want the tiers don't want the ship. It's Robbie Reyes all over again.
Anyways, you can follow me at DarkCode643 on Blue Sky and YouTube. I do Archivist like the one you see is very channel. You want any? Feel free to DM me in the Blue Sky or send out Disco Protocol. Link in the description below.
Adding to this, Veloquence asked if we'll be streaming Digimon Time Stranger next month. I'm getting it, but I don't think I'm going to stream it because
it's RPG.
It's an RPG, and I'm going to be so slow playing it just because of the nature of me playing games that it's not going to be that. I have contemplated streaming some stuff, video game wise, for research purposes. Because you got me that capture card, and I've been trying to figure it out. And lately, I think it's the summer heat has been too much. That like by the time, because like I would have to stream at night, and by the time night encoding overloaded. Okay, anyways, by the time nighttime comes around, I'm exhausted from the heat all day. So maybe this winter time we could do some more streaming. I think would be better. But probably.
I remember one of the greatest streams of all time. Also, I remember one of the greatest streams of all time that no one ever really saw except for like 6 people that actually stayed up till like 4 in the morning was you and me talking about weapon bitches.
Yes. Which still has an episode of Sentai Showcase, yes.
I mean, whatever
Jerry was freezing. Jerry was freezing to death and went to sleep. Yep. And then Soundout came on and was like, "Hey, Jerry, I'm tagging in since you're falling asleep." And Jerry was like, "Bye, Soundout. Bye, people." And then the weapon bitches began.
I mean, whenever Marvel Cosmic Invasion comes up, we have to stream that, right?
That would be much more up my alley to stream for sure. Because like the thing is, when I'm playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth and I'm watching TV, I forget. I'm reading the dialogue, and then as soon as the dialogue ends, I'm like, wait, what was I supposed to do? Where was I supposed to go? I could not do that streaming. I would never get through anything. We'd be running in circles because I have no sense of direction, so I have to like know.
I'll say this right now. If anything, if I can actually like find a way to like get myself to want to stream again or find a way to do it, I'm the guy you want to go to because when I was doing Digimon Cyber Sleuth, I had started at least a run on Hero Club. I actually was doing it. I just the problem I have is I don't have enough time in the day when I'm trying to write my own stuff, help Jerry with his stuff, do stuff for the site. And try to get interview guests that I'm just like I don't want to stream anymore. Like there are times where I will tell Jerry, you know what, I think I'm going to stream tonight, and then like I'm like, oh well, Jerry, one of the interview guests came back and is trying to negotiate when their times are available with us for their schedule to do the interview, and then like I just go, okay, I can't stream now because now I'm hyper focused on making sure this back and forth email tag is working. Like that's the problem. Is I need more time in the day.
These quick drop in and drop out type games like Cosmic Invasion, beat 'em ups, fighting games like that stuff. Yeah, we can totally do stuff like that for sure. And we will bring game streams back to the channel at least. I'm going to say an infrequent basis. I'm going to like schedule them, but I think we definitely could do them. And yeah. By the way, is there any buzz for Tron Ares? Because I feel like that movie's got an anti-marketing campaign going on.
I think that Mr. Beast.
No, it's going.
Oh my god,
they killed it.
They're
I
like,
think they
oh, we
killed
have
it.
Jared Leto as our lead. What should we do? Let's pick somebody people like to counter it. Mr. Beast. And I'm like, what? Why does this marketing campaign feel like it like, why does it feel like the marketing campaign for this movie is as if this movie came out back a couple years after Legacy?
The kids like Mr. Beast and Tron, right? That's what they totally correlate.
Yeah, so I'm trying to decide how much work's going to go into the Tron viewing guide, because I have ambitious plans, but if I dump like 100 hours into making that and then nobody cares, that's going to suck. So
that's the passion video. That's the monster video for that
I know.
month.
I gotta balance it. I gotta be careful. But because like the question I have is that should I be binging through Kingdom Hearts to get to the Tron worlds to include like first-hand account experiences in the viewing guide, or should I just look up a YouTube video of the Tron worlds and then use that for my notes?
You might as well just watch the video.
I'd rather you not rush Kingdom, because I don't want you to. Yeah, I'd rather.
I want to enjoy Kingdom Hearts in my own time. I don't want to like.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at when Tron pops up in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's like.
That's like middle to the game. That's like middle. If I remember right, that's middle to the game. Yeah. So I'd rather you not.
Dream drop distance's Legacy World is pretty close to the beginning, though, from what I can see.
Yeah. But still, like, I don't want. Yeah, I'd rather you play Kingdom Hearts for your own enjoyment and not rush play it just for content for a video.
For streaming though, I would like to maybe stream Kingdom Hearts when I actually decide to start doing it. Like maybe that could be a stream, because I think people have been wanting me to play it for a long time.
If you do it, get Hellfire. It'd be the backseat game you for that one.
Yes.
Literally, Soundout, get me in there too. Get me in there too, just so I can make the snarky, hilarious comments of having been a guy who played this game, and you know, I'm the guy where I still like Kingdom Hearts, but I'm also the guy who's like, you took way damn long to make 3, so now I'm gonna dunk on you whenever I can.
I
I'm that guy. I'm that guy who,
we could do like longer streams with that, and they could be like nighttime streams, which would be like, I got the games right here. I think maybe this like winter season when it's like cooler at night. I think maybe that would be the time to do it.
And also like probably the weekends, because like probably do it on the weekends, because I feel like most of us are free.
Maybe in December, maybe in December, because after Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm not doing any movies until February. So like December, January weekends, I'll have a little bit more time to like do stuff, and maybe we could do streaming then for all this. Mm-hmm. And if I get frustrated, I'm just gonna quit and play Melody of Memory and just be like my Persona stuff, and I'll only play the dancing game.
Kingdom Hearts is not like Kingdom Hearts is not, as long as you don't like just go on the easier difficulty, it won't be that hard.
Oh, I'm setting the thing to easy, and I'll have you guys help me.
You want to set it to easy, because the first game is for some reason really like, it's not hard.
I tried to play it years ago, and the PS2-ness of it kind of discouraged me.
Yeah.
So let me explain this to you. Somehow 2 and 3 are like the more streamlined version of the game. The first game is like Pokemon Red and Blue jank at times. It's the first one. Oh my god, I hate this game.
It's the first game. There's a lot of
the first Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yep. We should wrap up though, because I just realized we're just talking and rambling.
We did all the shout-outs already, so we can.
God, the tiny little part of my brain.
I mean, this is the thing that the chat loves.
Thing going on is just nuts right now. Does anybody want to look at the Inosuke figure I bought for the Demon Slayer movie? I bought the Inosuke Ultimate Legends figure.
That figure's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes me sad the Zoro figure sucks so bad.
Yeah, but is that the little tiny Luffy in your head? Is that the ADHD part?
Yes, the tiny little Luffy in my head is the ADHD part that just gets distracted easily, and I got the tiny Zoro that gives me no direction. That's why I couldn't finish that Hellboy game, that roguelike Hellboy game. I could never finish it because I keep getting lost and then I run out of time. We'll be back next week, and you guys enjoy the videos, you guys enjoy the other streams we'll be on, and I hope you all have a nice week. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time.